Please don't worry
About
about
a
it,
thing.
cause every little
Every
thing
little thing
gonna
is
be
gonna be
alright.
Chelsea.
Chelsea, Chelsea.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Hey, big up to everyone here, man. Make sure you lot smash the like button. We are live for Midday Live. It's gonna be a sensational show. We got the dog cooking, we got the Saeed cooking. You know what I'm saying? I'm not getting away from this as well.
Don't go
Don't
anywhere.
worry about that. You know what I mean? Maybe last 10 minutes of the show we'll sneak through
No,
that.
no.
Listen.
We need more than 10 minutes for you, man. I can't lie. Bro.
But listen, we are live, people. Make sure you lot smash the like button. We got man like Stell in the building. Stell, your man Pochettino, mate, is the history of the Chelsea as well, man. But Stell, how are you, mate?
Whoa. Podge is not my manager, right? I'm happy. Man United failed to close the gap on Spurs for the race of top four.
Yep.
The greatest piece of commentary since they think it's all over. It is now the blue £1 billion bottle jobs. And Spurs didn't lose. I'm a happy man. I'm looking forward to the show. I'm relaxed. Let's bring it on.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Rums, man, I see you there, Wembley, chilling. You, Grizz, and Amanda. What you saying, man?
Listen, I can't complain. I only just got my voice back. Listen, did not think we'll win that game at all. So the fact we did, it's great when you win a trophy, but even better when you don't expect it. So I'm ready to chop this up, man. I'm ready to chop this up.
Facts. Don, listen, what are you telling me, man? Everything on bless.
Bro, I should be more angry. I should be more angry than what happened yesterday, man. But I'm numb to it now, man. I'm numb. We'll get into the game. Obviously, Rom's texted me before the game saying congrats on your win and that. You know, we bottled it. Just simple as that. We bottled it. I was at the game as well. But yeah, man, we'll chop it up, man. It'll be a good stream, man. Big up boys, man, and big up the chat as well.
Come on, man. Always, man. LB's in the building, man. What are you telling me, LB?
Yeah, I say congratulations to Roms. You know, there's only two teams on this panel that know what it feels like to win trophies at the moment. So respect to you, bro. You know, there are certain people out here trying to tell me that Pochettino's a good manager. Yeah. And when I said Tuchel's won a Champions League, now I'm not saying Tuchel's the best manager in the world, but there were certain people trying to tell me that Poch is a better manager than Tuchel, which I think is an absolute myth. And there are some people that are wrong-uns, but yeah, listen, a couple of people on this stream about to get cooked, so you're gonna have to hold it, lads.
For real, man. Lee, you're just chilling today, man. You could just cook everyone. You're doing happy days. You know what I'm saying to you? Relax.
Yeah, man. It's all good, man. It's all good. Yeah, Monday's gone all right, man. Sunday went better. Yeah, seeing Poch tears was always nice. And yeah, when I see the group chat before my phone decided it ain't gonna work anymore. Man, seeing Rom's video singing that song, man, was hilarious. I can't lie. That was funny, man. And yeah, my team won again, mate. Yeah, I had my feet up at half time, chilling.
Fuck, you know, it's crazy, man. But listen, man, let's start off with you, Roms, man. You know what I mean? Your kids beat the Chelsea team, you know what I mean, $1 billion team, man. You know what I'm saying to you? And yeah, man, you made light work of it. I can't lie to you. Yeah, they should have had a goal, and you should have had a goal, to be fair. But broski, man, I genuinely cannot believe how your team that basically took off all their stars in extra time and just gave it up, really, but still managed to find a way of beating them, man. Crazy, bro. What are you telling me, man?
You know what it is, Side, yeah? I've got to the ground quite early. Got to the ground quite early, I say about 1:45. And our players come on the pitch before Chelsea's players, but I'm seeing Nunes and Salah like, not jogging, but like kind of excited, and they're speaking to the rest of the players. Like, I'm thinking, these are on the bench minimum. 2:00, the lineup comes out. I see they're not in the squad. And I'm seeing our bench is actually full of academy graduates. I said, you know what? I said to the guy next to me, it'll be a miracle if we win this. I'm not going to lie, I did not think we'll win that game. I said, you know what? It's a day out on that. Obviously, I hope we do. But with this squad, we have no right to be winning this game. And obviously, the game kicks off, whatnot. Goodstone's just looked nervous. The ball keeps coming off as they're going up the pitch. The Sarsi gifted it to us, whatnot. You could see, even though we didn't have our main 5 players in that, Jota, Nunes, Salah, Szoboszlai, Jones, Alisson, we had about 6-7 starters out. You could see we still had more experience in that magnitude of game. You could see it in the first 10 minutes. They were just, balls are going out of play and whatnot. We were the more controlled team, whatnot, right? Then, as the game progresses, right, when a team has that many clear-cut chances of hitting the post, Gallagher can't finish his dinner, you're like, you know what? Something special could go on here. We've got to full time. I'm like, I don't really have faith in our bench, but football works in funny ways. When you keep missing that amount of one-on-ones, the fortune normally with the other team. The game's progressed and whatnot. And credit to Neil. Listen, as fans, we know who these players are. You five on the panel probably didn't have a clue. Apparently on FIFA, they have profile pictures. One of them actually had to take the day off. I think it's Trey Nonin. I don't know how to pronounce the name. Trey Nonini. But he apparently would have had, I think, sixth form or education the next day. He probably had double science at the crack of dawn if he didn't take the day off. But Neil Dans that came on, we kind of knew about him because he played in a youth game against Arsenal the other day, which we won like 7-8-1. He scored like a hat-trick or not. And he's been touted as the next, you know, how we get carried away. But we knew who Neil Dans was. And McConnell's played a few games in the Carabao Cup this season. But other than that, you rivals wouldn't have known who the hell these lot were. They've come on. They look better than Chelsea seniors. Neil Dans was taking players, nearly got a shot off. McConnell came in the middle and actually calmed down the game. I was like, you know what? I've got a good feeling about this. And I said in the preview before the game, I said it on this channel with me, you, and Mo's side. I said it on Mo's channel. I said it on Fluid's channel. This game will be won by set pieces because I knew Diaz, Gakpo, and Elliott. I don't have faith in them as a collective to score an abundance of goals. But you already know Chelsea's lot. They can't hit the back of the net either. So it's media attack versus media attack, in my opinion. I said this game will be separated by... I actually predicted this. We would win in extra time. We would win in extra time and it would be by a set piece. And then as the game progressed and whatnot, Chelsea, when you play Chelsea, right, corners are like penalties. Their set piece record all season have been poor. You saw Van Dijk's first goal that should have been allowed. Come on, we see that every week. And this goes back down to officiating, the consistency, because come on, we see players block every week. If that had no VAR, that goal stands. And even with VAR, in my opinion, and this isn't even from a biased perspective, if that goal happened to Chelsea, I'll say the same thing. It should have stood. But this is the beauty of football. It was poetic because Van Dijk scores the exact same goal to win us the game. And this is what you need. This is where your big players step up in big moments. And I can't lie, I was over the moon because like I said to you lot off air, when you don't expect to win a game, especially a final, and you do, it feels that 100 times more better. Everything down to the atmosphere. We knew we were going to outsing them. Come on, it's Chelsea and then there's Liverpool Football Club. Extra time. My mates were messaging me during the game that we can only hear you lot. I don't know what's going on with them lot. And then the minute Van Dijk scores, the egress from them was straight away. Straight away they were all leaving. About 20 minutes after the game, I called Don because me and Don agreed before the game we're going to see each other regardless of the result. I called Don. He's like, I'm on the train. I'm on the way back to my car. I said, bro, what? But yesterday, all I'm going to say is, I'm so proud of that. And I'm normally one that just wants trophies. Even if we had lost that game on penalties, I still would have been proud of the lads. And the fact we won that with kids, Chelsea should be embarrassed. Look, I'm not a Chelsea fan. I don't know all your embarrassing defeats. But that has to be top 3 embarrassing defeats in your club's history. Because we had no right winning that. But I'm over the moon now. And now, hopefully, this is a catalyst to us potentially going on to win the league, Europa League, FA Cup. I want it all now. I don't like to park off any trophies. I want us to go for all. Not saying we'll win everything, but we just need to go for all. The only bittersweet moments to this final was Endo and Gravenberch. More injuries. We can't get a break now. Gravenberch looks like he's going to be out for a while, and Endo and Caicedo's the player to injure both of them. Is that you couldn't write this, but that's the only annoying part of the final. But I'm over the moon, man. I'm over the moon.
Bro, and then you got Chelsea, who, you know what it is, yeah? How do we put this final down to? Is it Chelsea bottling it, or have we got to give more credit to Liverpool? Because I can't lie to you, I'm looking to watch. Yeah, I think Chelsea bottled it for me because that game was there for the taking for Chelsea's stars and Pochettino to win his trophy, and he bottled it, man, against that team. I'm sorry, you lot bottled it.
We did bottle it, bro. We did bottle it. And listen, I've seen a few people trying to blame one guy or it's all on Poch. That's not the case. I'm seeing a bunch of people trying to blame all the players. That's not the case. It's everything. Everyone is to blame for yesterday. And that is the theme of our season. From top to bottom, owners take blame, Poch takes blame, and the players take blame. Yeah? In the first half, like Rams has already said, we were nervous, bro. I was happy with how Poch set us up. Still asking the group chat, are you happy with the setup? I said, bro, I'm happy with the setup. But individually, these guys were not good enough. You know, Disasi, starting off already within like 5 minutes, the guy's falling on the floor. I was saying to Rome's yesterday, bro, when he fell on the floor, I was sitting in the upper tier. I felt him fall on the floor next to me, bro. The chair next to me was moving. You know, that guy's heavy. You know what I mean?
But I told you before the game, he would be the press trigger. I don't think he's as comfortable with the ball as some Chelsea fans make out.
I get that, Roms, but I would only agree with that if he was the only one that was looking shaky. They were all looking shaky, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Everyone was looking shaky. Gusto, how often have we come on here? Even rivals, you guys know how good Gusto is on the ball. The amount of times he let the ball just run past him. I counted 4 times, bro.
Yeah.
4 times, an easy pass where he's just gonna take a touch and keep it in play. He's letting it run past him. No concentration. Yeah. Levi Cole, I feel sorry for him because he was the only one at the back that actually looked like he wanted to play and he wasn't nervous. Like the occasion didn't get the best of him. He was good, in my opinion. He was our best defender. Yeah. Petrovic, again, you know, another good performance from him. He was good. Chilwell, this is our captain, guys. You know what I mean? This is what we're dealing with right now. You know what I mean? He was up against Conor Bradley when Conor Bradley was playing that right wing and up against Harvey Elliott, right? And you're not able to, you know, to constantly cause them troubles in the other way. Shocking. Sterling. How often am I going to speak about this guy when it comes up against Liverpool? He doesn't like playing against Liverpool. I don't know what it is. What type of judge? I don't know what type of judge you lot did on him, Roms.
He was like that at City, bro.
I was going to say, even for City, he just didn't like playing against us.
He just doesn't like playing against Liverpool. And to be fair to him, I was saying in the first half, we're not using the width enough. But even when he was on the ball, he was not doing anything with it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Gallagher in that hole. Yeah. Before I even get into Gallagher, Enzo Fernandez, shocking performance. Poor on the ball.
Talk about him. Talk about him.
Yeah, I'll talk about him. Poor on the ball. He kept giving away the ball in the first half. He was shocking.
John, have you seen the video when one of our fans is going to him and he's like, he wants to go for it?
Yeah.
I see it, bro. I see it. Bro, Enzo, that's one of his worst performances I've seen in the Chelsea top. Yeah, because look, he wasn't in the second half. He grew into it. He got better in the second half, but it wasn't good enough for what I expect from Enzo Fernandez. Caicedo, you know, he grew into the game. He was our best midfielder, in my opinion. Like in terms of off the ball, the amount of times we won it back because of him. The amount of times that we
sent off, though. He should have been sent off. He should have been sent off.
Listen, the people are saying he should have been sent off.
I'll admit, yeah, as a Liverpool fan, that's a yellow max.
Solid yellow.
For me, a red card is malicious. You have to know what you're doing. He wasn't even looking at Gravenberch. So for me, it's a yellow, but red. For me, for it to be a red, he'll have to see Gravenberch and go in for it. But I don't think that's a red. Even as a Liverpool fan, I don't think that's a red. Caicedo
off the ball was, like I said, he was brilliant. And there were so many attacks that he started off. You know what I mean? Like the assist, before the assist, he was just punching it in, playing it first time. I thought he was our best midfielder. Gallagher in that hole. You guys know why I don't want this guy starting in our 11 long term. Do you know what I mean? Because one thing I've bigged him up for is off the ball, the guy wins the ball back a lot. How often did we see Endo having all the time in the world? Gallagher wasn't pressing him trying to press him, but Endo kept beating the press. Do you know what I mean? So what I like Gallagher for, he wasn't giving me yesterday. He was not giving that to me yesterday. And in front of goal, he was poor. Do you know what I mean? Jackson, I thought was quite isolated. I thought that's the best he could do. You know, he's up against Van Dijk, who was amazing yesterday, by the way.
He could have had a cigar in his mouth, bro. He had the easiest day.
He was amazing yesterday. Yeah, he was just cleaning everything up. Jackson up against Konate and Van Dijk, I'm sorry, he's not going to win that battle. Yeah, and he had no one to link up with because Gallagher, like I've said, weeks and weeks, is not the type of guy to connect the midfield to the attack. He never links up with Jackson. The chemistry between him and Jackson is nilch, bro. There's no chemistry between them. They never link up. Do you know what I mean? And then Cole Palmer on the other side, he had a few moments in the game. He created some good chances, but overall, again, not good enough. Do you know what I mean? So man to man, individually, these guys were just not good enough. You know what I mean? Endo, best midfielder on the pitch. He was top yesterday. Like I said to Roms, when he gets the ball, popping it into the players next to him, then he moves off. His movement is amazing. He's always peeling off. Again, off the ball, he's like a ninja. 1 second you think he's there, then he's not there. Then he's there again. He'll take the ball off of you. Do you know what I mean? He was just pickpocketing end zone, pickpocketing Caicedo as well. Do you know what I mean? And Gallagher as well. He was really good. Do you know what I'm saying? So I've got to look at the individual performances. Yeah, they were not good enough because the way Poch set us up was correct. These men were nervous. And that's where it goes back to the experience. Do you know what I mean? There was a lack of experience, a lack of players that knew what to do. Like I said before the game, I said Liverpool, they're still the favourites because they've been there, they've done it, right? They've still got a level of quality in that team.
No.
To put something.
I'm not having that because
Robs, let me finish, bro. Let me finish, and then you can come in, yeah? I said Liverpool for me are still the favourites, but we won't get a better chance to beat them because they've been weakened right now in terms of your bench and whatnot and who you can bring on. It's been weakened. We're not going to get a better chance to beat Liverpool, but they still have the know-how in their team with Van Dijk and all of these guys that have been there and done it and whatnot, right? And obviously, we wasn't too sure what was going to happen with Szoboszlai and Salah. I was thinking they were going to start. Do you know what I mean? So, like I said, man to man, these guys weren't good enough. But Pochettino again, just the other week, I spoke about the game against City, where I spoke about how negative, how early he went in terms of just making us sit back. And I said to you guys, there's only so long you can hold on against a Man City sitting back like that, right? Before extra time, Liverpool were on ropes, bro. We had these, man. I'm thinking, bro, they're there for the taking. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm seeing guys number 90, number 50, number 35. Like Matisse said, I watched Big Up Matisse. I watched his preview earlier. He said Serie A numbers. I'm seeing guys with Serie A numbers on their back, yeah, coming on. I'm thinking, yo, this is the time now for us to push. You've brought on Mudryk. You've brought in Madueke. Whatever you guys think about these players, they're attacking-minded players. You do not tell these players to sit back. That's one thing you don't do. You do not tell these men to sit back. But apparently, oh, Chile's tired. Oh, these men are tired. Why are they tired, bro? You brought on fresh legs. We've got one game a week, right? I don't know what it is because now it's clearly this guy's training because guys keep getting injured every 2 seconds and people are tired, bro. We've got one game a week. Why are people so tired, bro? Do you know what I mean? The guys, we had 3 attacking-minded players that came on in Nkunku, Mudryk, and Madueke. And you're telling me that we're going to sit back. Do you know what I mean? And what happened when
we played 4 days earlier as well, We had a midweek game. We would have thought you lot had the midweek
game.
Exactly.
You played against Luton as well. That's another thing as well. We had the whole week off. There was no excuses about anyone being tired. That's just a bullshit excuse, right? Bullshit excuse. And that's a shit mentality. And that mentality went down to the players. Because before that, the players were attacking, bro. They were trying to go forward. And then Poch said, no, sit back. What happened? We sit back. Liverpool are getting into our box. They win a fucking corner. And like I've said 1,000,001 times, corners against Chelsea are like penalties. I don't know what we do in training, Saeed. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Yeah. What I've realized about our corners is zonal marking. We don't man for man. It's just zonal. But in those zones, everyone's just watching the ball. They don't watch the players around them. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not a coincidence that Van Dijk scored the same goal in the same game, bro. It's not a coincidence. I know Van Dijk's 6'5", but Van Dijk doesn't score against every single team every single week from corners. Do you know what I mean? So why is it happening to us twice in the same game? Do you know what I'm saying? It's not good enough, bro. It's not good enough. And that's exactly why I left, because all the problems I've been complaining about this season, the big chances missed, we saw it yesterday. The mentality, we saw it yesterday. The management, the in-game management, we saw it yesterday. Do you know what I mean? From top to bottom, everything I've been complaining about this season was not good enough. But number one, Pochettino has to go. There's no point in getting rid of him now because end of the day, we should have got rid of him before the final. The final's been played now. We're still in the FA Cup, but I'm sorry, I don't know how that's going to go. We've got Leeds on Wednesday.
I think Leeds might knock you out.
We've got Leeds on Wednesday.
Leeds are flying, man.
Bro, we're nowhere near the quarterfinals right now. We can beat Leeds, and Leeds are playing well. It is what it is. He should have gone, but right now I don't care. I'm numb to it now because he should have been sacked before, right? And this is the sort of mentality that I'm talking about. Do you know what I'm saying? So this is the situation that we're in, bro. The players didn't turn up, and the manager wasn't good enough. The theme of the season. You know what I mean?
John, one quick rebuttal to the favourites thing, right? You don't even need the bookies for this, but before statistically, right, before 2:00 when the Lions got released, we were still favourites with the anticipation salary that might be out. I checked it. I'm a better man, so in the stadium I got service. I was on the bets on 5 minutes past 2. Don, you lot were made the slight favourites on Bet365, on Sky Bets and Ladbrokes. So, but you didn't even need the betting app to see Chelsea were the favourites. You could use your eyes. With that bench, Don, and with our starting 11, with your bench and your starting 11, you were automatically the favourite just with a pair of eyes.
No, they weren't the favourites, Roms. You're wrong there, bro. You try to make this like, oh, you beat the big lion type thing. You know what I mean? Now you were the favourite.
No. I'm not having that. Did you see our personnel?
Bro, no one Chelsea was going to seriously win the game, bro. You know what I mean? Like, because of the problems is that the manager and the mentality they have. Most people who know football had Liverpool as the favourites, even with the team that you put out.
No, I disagree. The Ravens fans I speak to said Chelsea should win this now. Chelsea are the favourites.
Chelsea should win the game, But Chelsea won't win the game because they did exactly what they did. They've got a crap manager and they've got players who don't know how to win football matches. So, yes, on paper, Chelsea should have watched the game. But the game's not played on paper, Roms. So then you've got to apply a little bit of logic and look at the managers and look at everything else going on. And you go, yeah, Liverpool are going to win this because Chelsea will do what Chelsea do.
Yeah, but LB though, Roms has a point because if you look at our team, I know football's not played on paper, yeah, but these men that we expect to turn up in sort of these sort of games were not good enough yesterday individually. Like I said, there's only 2 players that I think were good consistently throughout the game. And for me, that was Petrovic and Levi Colwill. Everyone else was below par. I know Gusto was good in parts, but again, consistently, he wasn't good enough. So I have to hear what Roms is saying because yes, with that team that we put out yesterday in comparison to theirs and their bench, technically we should have been favourites. Before that happened, I did say Liverpool are favourites. But after I saw that lineup and whatnot, I said we have to beat them, bro. We have to beat them.
I don't agree with what you just said. I'm literally not agreeing. I'm agreeing with you. I'm saying you should have won the game. You had the better players, but the reason you weren't favourites is because it's Chelsea and you've got Pochettino as your manager, and these players have not shown yet that they are capable of winning these tough matches.
Yeah,
that's why I'm saying anyone really. You can't just look at the players on the pitch and say, "Oh, well, Chelsea have the better team, so they're favourites." That's not how football works, man.
Yeah,
otherwise we'll have managers. You know what I mean? Why managers employed to help players get through the finals, the tough games.
Yesterday was very easy for me to analyse. Very, very easy for me to analyse because it's the exact same thing I said about Arsenal when they played Porto. I looked at a bunch of players that were just nervous, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, I wasn't even getting into the tactics too much because I don't think Arteta did anything wrong, really, in terms of his lineup. I just thought those guys weren't good enough individually. Same sort of thing as us individually. Our one-on-one battles in that midfield, on the wing, it just was not good enough. Do you know what I'm saying? It wasn't, bro, overall. And like I said, the in-game management wasn't good enough either. It was a shit show, man. It was a shit show.
The manager killed you. I said this in the chat last night. I thought the biggest mistake he made was to take Jackson off. Because at that point, although I don't even think he's particularly that great, Jackson, he was making runs in behind the defence. So Liverpool's defenders weren't pressing up. Soon as he put in Kunku on, who doesn't really make runs in behind, Liverpool just pushed up and you ended up sitting back. I don't necessarily think you made a decision to sit back. I just think the decision to put in Kunku on and not have the runners in behind just absolutely killed you. And at that point, there's only ever going to be one winner.
Do you know what I thought was crazy from Poch done as well? The minute Dan's and McConnell came on, that should have encouraged Poch more.
Yes.
He come out after the game. He come out after the game saying the players were tired. We were playing for penalties. What? Are you out of your mind?
No, that comment.
When the two young players,
I'd like to see Still defend that.
You know what? When the 2 young players came on, Don, that should have encouraged him to know what? Let's throw the kitchen sink at them. Let's actually go for the win. Instead, he went negative. And listen, there's a saying that Roy Keane said, right? I wouldn't even let him get back on the coach. You should have sacked him at the ground. You should have sacked him at the ground.
The amount of times
that is criminal.
Oh, the amount of times we've spoken about Nkuku. Nkuku is not a lone striker. Again, Poch misprofiling this team. He's misprofiling this team week after week after week. You're playing the guy that you lot kept saying during the season. If we had Nkuku, we think that will be higher in the table because he'll be finishing chances. I'm sorry, Nkuku is not a lone striker, bro. If you're going to bring him on in that hole or play him on the left. Don't play him up top. You got to keep Jackson on the pitch. Do you know what I mean? And one thing about Jackson and Nkuku, when they play together, they link up well together, bro. They link up well. The first sub that he should have made to be braver was to take Gallagher off. I'm not saying Gallagher was the worst midfielder. I think, in my opinion, Enzo was the worst midfielder. Yeah, before people say, oh, there's a you lot of scapegoating Gallagher. I'm not saying that. I'm looking at the game tactically and what we needed in that moment. We needed quality on the ball because we were not controlling that midfield, bro. We weren't controlling that midfield. I had a good view from where I was sitting. And I'm watching Gallagher, yeah? When Liverpool were pressing us high, especially in that first half, Roms, bro, the guy is not trying to get involved in a battle. He was not trying to get involved in a battle.
He was hiding. He was
hiding. The only person who was trying to get involved in a battle to help the midfielders was Palmer. No, Palmer, bro. Palmer was in between the lines trying to.
Oh, you mean from the offensive? Yeah.
From the offensive, yeah. Palmer. Gallagher kept over there. He was there by himself, bro, in that tent. Do you know what I mean? And one thing that I spoke about, yeah, I said, bro, he needs to move Sterling to the right, bring Nkuku on and put him on the left, and put Palmer in that hole, is what I said. That's what needed to be done, bro, to bring a little bit more creativity, a little bit more flair, a little bit more unpredictability in that role. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what he needed to do, bro. But he was very negative. You know, he only took off Gallagher because he was tired. If it was up to him, Gallagher would have played a full game. He took him off in extra time, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And then played Nkuku up top. And like you lot have said, took Jackson off.
You know when you're speaking about width, yeah, you even saw it. When Mudryk came on and you kept playing ball, you kept switching the play to him, that's when he looked somewhat you know what, something can happen from it. He was getting to the byline. He was actually looking dangerous. That's another thing Poch need to recognise earlier. Mudryk for you a bit earlier probably would have benefited you a bit more because you kept switching it to him and you looked somewhat dangerous when that happened.
Bro, this guy's
What,
just
you know
not
what's mad,
brave,
yeah?
man. He's not brave enough. That's what it is.
You know what's mad, yeah? Listen, that record. I know Lee, man. I want to get your opinion as Stell in this one, but Lee, that record that I put up before, that's shocking, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, man. I mean, they talk about Tottenham bottlers, man, but listen, man, Chelsea at Wembley, man, it's looking peak right now, Lee, man. You know what I'm saying? But how did you see it, man?
Yeah,
You wasn't
winning
playing
at
yesterday as
Wembley
well.
ain't for everyone, bro. Do you know what I mean? Wembley's our home. Every time we go there, we win. And then it's funny because I see the starting 11s, and I was just like, oh my days! If Chelsea don't do this, they're never winning anything again. Yeah, because this is the best chance they're going to have in a long time to win something. Yeah, and then I thought, okay, yeah, they're looking all right. First 20 minutes, Liverpool dominated, total domination. Chelsea were all over the place. And like the lads have said, Gusto in that first 20 minutes was awful. Chilwell, awful. Disassi, disaster, bruv. But I do think Gusto got better the longer the game went, and Disassi. Where I think he cocked it up, Poch, like you see with Van Dijk, right? You can't beat experience, yeah, in finals and winning major honours. We see it with Pepe the other night in Porto, yeah, experienced player. Yeah, we see it last night with Luka Modric, comes off the bench. What a goal that was! Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't beat experience. Big players step up in big moments to win you football matches. Yeah, and Van Dijk did that. Where I think he cocked up, despite Chilwell and Sterling dropping stinkers, don't take them off. Yeah, they've won stuff. They've won major honours. Yeah, they've been in finals, Champions League finals and whatever. Yeah, they've won big trophies. You do not take them off. And if you do take them off, you better bring out other experienced players on. You take them off for who? Like, what are you doing there? Yeah, that's where this is why I don't rate Poch, bro. Yeah, his decision-making is a shambles. Yeah, Jackson probably should have stayed on. Yeah, he was running the channels. Yeah, he was dragging Kanate all the way out to the right wing at one point. Yeah, and he was having a scrap with him. He'd done him a couple of times. And then to not man mark Van Dijk and Chilwell at one point for the goal that was disallowed. Chilwell was marking Van Dijk. Yeah, and I'm like, really? Why have you got the smallest guy on the pitch or one of them marking one of the biggest guys on the pitch? That makes no sense. It's not just Chelsea that do that. It's every club does that now. Yeah, why don't the centre-back mark the centre-back? Yeah, we have it with Odegaard. Odegaard was marking Van Dijk the other week. Then it's like, what are you doing, bro? Yeah, but to take off your two experienced players that have won the biggest honours in the game, yeah, for nobodies and bums coming off the bench. Yeah, I'm sorry, mate, but listen, you had enough chances to win that game, Chelsea. Yeah, Conor Gallagher should have scored. Yeah, forget the one-on-one that weren't really a one-on-one. He just, I don't know what he did there, but the one where he flicked it, yeah, he should have scored. Yeah, I thought Colwell did well.
We can't forget about that one-on-one, Lee. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, he should have had more composure with it, but at the same time, Conor Gallagher is not that guy.
Exactly.
Yeah, if that falls to another player on the pitch, then maybe that goes in. Yeah, if that falls to Palmer, he probably scores.
Yeah,
Palmer also had a chance.
But then he missed the chance in the first 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah, he missed. No, but the thing is, though, Roms, that was a good save, though. Like, it was.
Kelleher again. Sorry to cut you down. Kelleher again, because he. One thing I want to rub out this notion that if Alisson was here, he would have started. No. Klopp does the loyalty thing. Kelleher plays every Carabao Cup game. He even done it last time. He done it last year. He's got experience in this competition himself. Like, he loves this competition. Even in the penalty shootout against you lot, he was good when it was like 11-10 a couple of years ago. He is the main guy. And for me, that Palmer save, you're right, because it doesn't just hit his chest. He has to spread his arms, and it actually hits his arms instead of his chest. And I think the Gallagher one, Kelleher made, and like you said, Lee and Don, Gallagher's not that guy anyway, but Kelleher also made his mind up for him. He came out, was imposing, he was big. Gallagher shot himself, then he hits it straight at him. But Kelleher...
The thing as well, yeah, right, is when you actually look at the comments from Poch saying that the team thought the best thing to do was go to penalties. That tells you right there, he has no control over the team. The team are controlling him, right? And to come out and have the audacity to say that, yeah, after you've lost the final to an under-18s reserve team, basically, yeah, that were all playing under-21s games last week against Stoke or whatever it was they were playing. Yeah, it is embarrassing. How dare you come out and say that? Yeah, to millions of Chelsea fans, yeah, that the team said we should play for pens. Yeah, come on, man. Seriously, that is a disgrace. We should be sacked on the spot.
We had 4 new players on the pitch. I don't get it, because he came out and said Chilwell said he was tired. Chilwell came off, right? And they put Gusto at left back and put Chalobah at right back. Chalobah was fresh, bro. Fresh off the bench. Yeah. Nkunku, Mudryk, and Madueke. and you're telling them to sit back. Where is the logic in that, Lee? And just to go back to the Gallagher chance as well. Unbelievable, bruv. This is, and the thing what's so mad about that chance happened after, it happened after I said he should have come off. Yeah, like I said, he wasn't having the worst game, but we needed more quality on the pitch. Like you said, if that falls to Nkuku probably goes around Kelleher, or he probably just slots it straight away. He had the whole pitch to aim at, and like Ramsey said, Kelleher made himself bigger and scared Gallagher. Gallagher didn't have to take a touch there. That's why you slot it first.
Yeah,
first
just slot it. Yeah, I want to say one more thing very quickly as well. Yeah, before Stell comes in, but that Enzo back heel. Somebody's just put it in the chat. One of the most shameful moments of the season. Yeah, you are not Leo Messi, my friend. You, despite playing with Leo Messi, you are not Leo Messi. You're not Luis Suarez. You're not players of that ilk. Yeah, he was absolutely disgusting yesterday. By the way, how he lasted the whole game is mad. Yeah, he should have been hooked at half time. He was awful. Yeah, he kept giving the ball away. He was rash. He was not tracking back. He was just getting run through midfield. Yeah, and then the audacity to stand 5, 6, 7 yards out and try backheeling the ball in the net in a final. Come on, mate. I'm sorry, you are not that guy. Yeah, and then to walk up them stairs and start trying to kick off on a Liverpool fan. Have some bloody shame, mate. Yeah, you cost 100 million quid, and you dropping stinkers like that.
He gave the ball away 27 times, bro.
Oh,
27 times.
Enzo Fernandez, yeah. I'm sick and tired of people.
That doesn't mean I think he's a bad player. I don't think he's a bad player.
He's been poor this season. Yesterday. No, but he's been poor for the whole season, man. Let's be honest. He's not really had a good season. You know, I put a comment out last night saying Jorginho's probably had a better season than Enzo Fernandez. And most people agreed.
You're taking it out of context though, saying this is where I've got to defend him now because he's been played out of position a lot this season, bro. He's been played out of position a lot.
Here we go, man.
Bro, you've just heard me criticizing his performance yesterday.
Was he out of position yesterday?
Bro, this is my point still. He was playing well. He was playing in his position yesterday and he didn't perform. Have I not come on there and said he was the worst midfielder? But let's not ignore the fact that he's been played out of position a lot this season, bro. Let's not ignore that as well. Let's be
fair. You're a good footballer. It doesn't matter what position you play. Harvey Elliott is a top footballer. Yeah, Harvey Elliott can play anywhere across the pitch. It's irrelevant. This guy's won a World Cup.
It is relevant.
This guy's playing with top players for his national team and some top players at Chelsea. Yeah, all this is out of position. If you're a good footballer, you're a good footballer. You can play anywhere.
Yeah, but Lee, the thing is, I get that, but it's not relative to every single player though. Like Harvey Elliott is more versatile than Enzo, in my opinion, with how he plays. Like Harvey Elliott's very tidy on the ball. He can play on the right. I think he's better in the midfield, to be fair, but he can play both positions.
He's better on the right, but he just doesn't get in because of Salah. He doesn't.
Okay,
most
fair enough. Maybe
on the right.
Maybe I don't see him enough on the right, innit? But for me, he's very tidy on the ball. Enzo is not a 10. You can't play him in mid. He ain't got the legs to play in that position by himself, and that's what Poch did for a huge part of the season. Do you know what I mean? And playing him further away from Caicedo when a guy that likes to build up play and progress the play from A to B. Do you know what I mean? I can't ignore these things. But again, yesterday, Enzo Fernandez, just to be clear, he was poor. He was our worst midfielder.
Well, what's mad, yeah? Big up to Pies, yeah? You're one of your Chelsea aggregates, yeah? But he said Liverpool went from Enzo to Endo, yeah? This is in August. And Endo bossed him. Endo played unbelievable yesterday. Again, you know what I mean? Endo bossed him. But let me get Stell in, because Stell said he's going to come in with a different type of kind of, I would say, look on things and whatnot. Stell, is it trust the process? Is it still not Pochettino to blame? What's your thoughts on this one?
I don't think you can trust any process under this chairman, which was my argument from day one when I first come on your show. With this chairman and the way he structured it, I think it doesn't matter what manager you put in, right? And I remember when I first come on, I was, LB and Donny was saying how a better manager does a better job. And I said, I disagree. I don't think these players are what you think they are. So what I did yesterday was I went back and I watched the whole game. Right? I wanted to watch the whole game because when it's the final, you're in the emotion of it. You get caught up in the drama and what people say. And it's easy after a game for people to say, just point the finger at someone, coward, bottle job, potched it. It's easy to do that. Spurs fans do it. Arsenal fans, every fan club does this, right? A manager's job is to set up a team to do two things. One, protect your goal, right? Let's not concede goals. But most importantly, to get your team up the field to try and score goals. The team that scores the most wins, right? Basics. Did Poch set them up and have them up the field, creating chances to score to win? 100%, yes, he did. So for the 30 minutes of extra time, I will question Poch. I will blame Poch, and I'll say that a lot of that is on you, mate. A lot of that is on you. But that was 25% of the game. The 90 minutes was 75% of the game. So when I went back and watched it, this is what I saw. In the 17th minute, I had to write this down, I'd forget. 17th minute, Jackson, long ball over the top. One-on-one foot race with Bradley. Jackson falls over. Whose fault is that? 20th minute, Sterling, the ball comes across. Right, go back and watch this. Everyone gets caught up in the drama of, oh, what a save by Keller, point blank range from Palmer. Go back and watch it. The ball goes across the box to Sterling first. If Sterling hits that first time, it's 1-0 Chelsea. Instead, he takes a touch, allows the Liverpool defenders to shut him down, and the ball bundles its way to Palmer. The only reason Palmer had that shot is because Sterling didn't shoot first time. Then in the 40th minute, Jackson beats Konate down the left flank. Cut in towards goal. You cut off Konate from getting in front of you. And if Konate does clip you, it's a yellow card for Konate. Now he's playing on a yellow card.
I know the chance you're on about. Yeah.
And you had Konate there as well. You had him.
He had him. But what does he do? He goes down the flank and allows Konate to just catch him and tackle
in front of him. Yeah.
I'm thinking, hold on a minute. Whose fault is that? Is that the manager's fault? 45th minute, we just spoke about it. Fernandes with that ridiculous back heel. Listen, I've been teaching this for years. Before the ball comes to you, check your shoulder. 1, so you know what's behind you. 2, you know where the other team are. And 3, so you know where your players are. And 4, so you know where you are on the pitch. The best player at doing this was Frank Lampard. Frank Lampard was the don at this. He would check his shoulder maybe 12
I'd say
times.
Xavi as well. Xavi done it for fun for Barcelona. Xavi used to do it for fun.
Okay, you're spot on. Xavi was an absolute G at it as well. I'm thinking more Premier League. I'm just
fair.
Yeah. Right. The ball comes to Endo. Go back and watch. Does he check his shoulders? No. Whose fault is that? And then what you then teach is, if you're not going to check your shoulders, play the way you're facing. You've got 2 players there to lay it off. Does he do that? No. Whose fault is that? We're going to blame Poch and his tactics and his game management. Then you've got 68th minute. No one's mentioned this. Back post, 2 yards out. All Disassi, is it Disassi? Diasti, his name?
Yeah, Disassi.
Disaster.
All you've got to do is a clean touch on the ball, and it's in the back of the net. Off his knee, over the crossbar from 2 yards out. It was the most shocking touch of an elephant. It goes over the crossbar. Whose fault is that? And then 75th minute, Gallagher hits the post, unlucky. 85th minute, Palmer through ball to Gallagher 1-on-1. No excuses. Gallagher, if you don't think you can beat Keller, go round him. Listen, I could go on and on and on. For me, I watched the game back. By the way, Liverpool had chances as well. I'm just focusing on Chelsea at the moment. Liverpool had chances as well. No, you did, 100%. I listed your ones as well. Yeah. My point is this. Did the manager set up Chelsea to get up the field, create chances to win the game? 100% he did. Chelsea should have won the game in 90 minutes. We're focusing on the 30 minutes of extra time. It should never have got to that. Chelsea should have won it in 90 minutes. They created the chances. The reality is this, guys, and I said it when I first come on the show. Too many fans think these players are better than what they are. They're not. You are not. These players are not better than what we're seeing. Maybe in 2-3 years' time of coaching and development and bringing them together, whether it's Poch or another manager, they can get further up the table and win finals.
But still.
Right now, these players are overhyped. And I saw it. All those chances.
Yeah, Saeed, I'll let you.
I'll finish. I just want to finish.
Yeah, go on.
I was going to say, all those chances I've listed have got nothing to do with the manager, whether it's Potter.
I agree on that one. I agree on that one.
These are individual players not able to perform at the level. It's as simple as that for me. That's where I put it. Is Poch to blame for the 30 minutes? 100% he is. The extra time. Of course he is.
You know what it is for me, though? I understand the points of players should take their chances, but I think this is where a top manager comes in and narrows the gap in terms of players' ability and what they can perform or whatnot. And that's where I look at Klopp with them young kids, inspiring them to win the game. He's there just looking very, very like clueless on the bench. He has no soul. He has no kind of like charisma. He has nothing about him to say, right, I've got this. Chelsea fans can't feel like, you know what, they've got a manager who's got in-game tactics, who's got in-game management, who has a spring in their step at extra time. He's coming out after the game and thinking, well, really and truly, we should have went for penalties. Bro, nobody wants to hear that. The game is there to be won.
I said that. I blame Poch for the 30 minutes. I agree. For 30 minutes, I agree. I'm talking about the 90 minutes, the main part of the game. Chelsea should have won it. Individual players are why they did it. The same. What's more important? Why doesn't Harry Kane turn up in cup finals? Why doesn't Heung-min Son? The same thing I hear about them not turning up. It has to apply now. They didn't turn up.
But still. That mentality, though, for me, when you look at what happened in 90 minutes versus what then happens in the next 30, I'm looking at what happens in the next 30 more greater than what happened in 90.
Why? Why are we doing that?
But you got to realize it came to
extra
time.
That's only 25% of the game.
You can't just soak around.
That's what closed off the game. That's what closed off the game, bro. That's what closed off.
But you should have allowed it to get there.
But still, the reality is, but still, that's fine. I agree with you. Yes, the game should have been won in 90, but we can't ignore the rest of the half an hour that went on after that.
I blame Poch for that. I blame Poch.
I want to hear what you've got to say about that. Then I want to hear what you've got to say about that.
No, you just said the 30 minutes. You blamed Poch for that.
25% of the game was extra time. I blame Poch. Listen. I can see where he's coming from, but I don't see where he's coming from. When he said, "Oh, the team," like Lee said, who's in charge of the team? Then you're in charge of the team.
Yeah, the team. It's like it's their friend. It's like he's their friend, bro. You know what I mean?
The team wanted to play for penalties, but here's the thing: I get why he's thinking that. I'm not defending it because I'm going to give you the opposite argument. There's no Nunes, there's no Jota, there's no Salah. All your heavyweights that score goals aren't on the pitch. I get why you want to go to penalties. However. They're there for the taking. Take them, like finish them now. And two, their goalie, is it Keller?
Yeah.
He's having a good game. Are you sure you want to go to penalties with this guy in goal? So I don't get where Poch went with that. It makes sense, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
I blame extra time on Poch 100%. But I feel it's a bit like that argument where we say, don't let the referee be the reason you lose a game. Don't leave it in the hands of a refereeing decision. Win the game. Dominate a team like Arsenal, 4-0 up against Newcastle. Arsenal can afford to take 2 or 3 bad refereeing decisions because we've taken it out of the referee's hands. We've done our business. Had Chelsea done their business, we're not talking about extra time. I just feel the amount of chances, brilliant chances you created to not put one in the back of the net. That is poor player performance. And that's the angle I'm coming at.
Yeah, but still, can I just come in on this point? Because whilst you're right, the evidence points over the long term that Pochettino cannot coach a team to a win in a big game in a cup match. So you're looking at the individual game and say, well, the players should have scored the goals. But then if you look at his history of cup finals, cup semi-finals, this guy doesn't win. So you saying in every single one of these times that this manager is coaching the team to win and the players are just letting him down by not scoring? Well, sure that comes to the manager.
There's a common denominator. I know LB means.
The common denominator is the manager.
This is another example.
How many finals has Poch been in? How many?
Okay, you want me to go through the list? Because I'll go through the list there still.
I remember not semi-finals. Not semi-finals. Finals. How many?
No. Because the semi-finals are big games. He's had big games in the semi-finals of the FA Cup, where you got to be. He was at.
But LB, there's no context
beat him in a Carabao Cup final.
Because at Spurs under Levy, we have a habit. No matter who the manager is, and I can show you the evidence. We tend to favour playing a weaker team in a semi-final to focus on top 4. That's been our history for 20 years, and I can show you that with every manager. So this is why I'm saying focus on finals. Because what you'll see is Poch's only been to like 3 finals.
Because you want to do
but still, semi-finals are the one that get you over the line. The semi-final, is like, wow, now we can look forward to going onto a final. Yeah, the final is a flip of a coin. I've seen Arsenal go and play Conte's Chelsea, the record-breaking wins in the league. Yeah, I was at the game. Not a single person at that stadium gave us a chance. Their Per Mertesacker own first game of the season was man of the match. Unbelievable.
That's the game Sanchez scored, didn't it?
Yep.
I remember everyone wrote Arsenal.
Every Spurs manager,
not a single Arsenal fan at that stadium, gave us a prayer that day. Wigan beat Man City. It's a flip of a coin in the final, right? However, big managers get a big result in a final. Yeah, like Wenger outdid Conte that day. Yeah, Wenger's won what 7 FA Cups. Yeah, and Conte was a good manager. Yeah, when you look at Liverpool in the final against Tottenham
had
in the
Alexis
Champions
Sanchez
League
up front.
final,
You had
the
Alexis
best
Sanchez
manager
up
got them over the line.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but Lee, you had
your big
Alexis
players
Sanchez
never
up front.
turned
They've
up.
got Action Jackson. This is my
Yeah, but
point.
it's irrelevant.
Where's
Ben
the
Watson
player?
scored the winner against Man City for Wigan. Still, come on.
Still,
Well,
Yeah.
that's a one-off. That's a one-off.
Still, he
That
doesn't.
Wigan-
Come on,
that
Leicester
Wigan-
won the
that
cup
Wigan
final a
result-
couple of years ago.
Yeah, you
Like,
know,
come on,
listen,
yeah,
I'm
Leicester beat
not
Man
I'm not
City, didn't
saying
they? Or Chelsea, was it? Man City?
Lee,
Chelsea.
Lee, I'm not saying
Chelsea,
Poch is
again.
not accountable, right? I'm not saying he's accountable. I'm talking about this game in isolation. I'm just talking about the game yesterday. Can we put some blame on Poch for losing certain semi-finals and finals? Yes, we can. I would not argue that we can. And as a Spurs fan, the decision to play Harry Kane in the Champions League final, who was injured, and not play Lucas Moura, that is all on Poch. I don't care if the board, the owners, they said no, you must play Kane. As a manager, you say, I pick the team or I walk. Show some minerals, because Conte did that. So I agree with you, Lee. I'm not disagreeing with you. Poch does hold some accountability. But this cup final yesterday, that is on the Chelsea players for me in the 90 minutes.
Okay, let me ask you this.
Say to
Somebody
them,
put a comment
miss
in
the
the chat
target,
saying
don't shoot first time, don't take the first touch. Yeah, that Endo back heel, Lee, that you absolutely destroyed. Who do we blame for that? Poch or Endo?
No, I understand that. I totally get that. It's on both of them, the players and the manager. But somebody put a comment in this chat and said, if you can't tell me that if they swap managers yesterday, Chelsea don't win. Of course they'd win. Why? Because he's a better manager.
Yep. Facts.
I don't think your players take. I don't think your players finish their chances though.
No. If Poch
we set up better in the last 30 minutes.
If Poch had those young players, yeah, some of these guys I don't even know their name. They had my man from High School Musical. What's my man's? You know, Zac Efron's best friend from High School Musical. He came on the pitch yesterday, bro. The guy with the afro, bro. He came on yesterday, bro. You know what I'm saying? He took it back to High School Musical.
He was good.
And he was good, bro. Very good. He made Petrovic make a good save for the header. You know what I'm saying? Very good.
Good feet as well.
If Poch had them instead of the players that we had off the bench, Jesus Christ, if Klopp had our players, would have beaten them by at least 2-3 goals because he would have been brave. I said, just go out there and play and keep attacking them. This guy said, no, hold back. You know, reserve energy for the next game against Leeds. We're tired. Come on, bro. What type of training? I honestly think this guy's doing army training with these players. That's the only thing right now because
he's a Daniel Levy. He's a Daniel Levy plant, bro. That's what it is. Yeah, like Daniel Levy sent him there to ruin your club.
He's a spy. Lee. I called him a spy, bro. People thought I was joking. I said this guy is a spy, bro. I called him a spy last year. I said this guy's surely he's a spy because what he's doing here does not make any sense, bro. It doesn't make sense.
Let me ask you a question then. The more and more I watch Chelsea, the more and more I'm just not impressed by your players. I don't care who the manager is, right? Do you honestly think, really deep down in your heart, that the players you've got right now, a different manager, you are going to be so much better? Like really?
Yeah, I do.
Or do you think it's going to be a bit more of the same?
I do think we win yesterday with a better manager. Yeah, I do. I agree with you.
No. Chelsea in general, not yesterday. Like, in general, do you think Chelsea become a top 6 team with a better manager?
Yes, I do. I honestly believe that, bro.
With the players you've got, the ones that are back healing without looking where the goal is.
Yes, because we've been set up incorrectly majority of the season, bro. You're picking out a few games where we've missed chances in that. Yeah, cool. I've crashed it on the players certain games. I've crashed it on Poch more this season is the point that I'm making. I've found myself speaking about Poch more than the players this season, and that is never good. These players shouldn't be 10th, bro. They shouldn't. Last season, like I've spoken about before.
There's no evidence to say they're better than that. Where's the evidence to say these players are better than what you claim? They've done nothing in their careers as a group of players together to say they're better than that.
But still,
okay. This is what I'm struggling with.
That's fine, yeah. If you don't rate these players, but that doesn't mean that they're shit players just because you don't rate them, yeah.
I don't think they're shit. A team with this top 6 team, you think they are?
Okay, that's fine. But there'll never be a toxic side when you're playing them out of position consistently, bro. And not just one player, multiple players, bro. It's never gonna work. Saeed will tell you about what Ten Hag did the other day. That's what Poch has been doing, bro. Playing hella man out.
They were in their right position yesterday. But still, yesterday they're in the right position.
You asked me a question. You said in general. You didn't speak about the last game. You said in general.
Fair enough. You're right.
And I'm telling you in general.
Yeah, if you actually break down Chelsea's team, the goalkeeper has been probably one of the best players this season. Yeah, he's impressed everyone. I think it's like, who is this guy? You look at Chilwell. Chilwell is not a crap footballer. Yeah, he's a Champions League winner. Yeah, he's a good player. Yeah, then you look at Gusto. He's a good player. Yeah, the centre backs. Yeah, Colwill yesterday was really good. Yeah, and there is a player in there. Yeah, Disassi, I don't rate one bit really.
Just on Cole, Lee. What was I telling you on Straight Facts with Terry that time? Because when you were grilling him saying, "Oh, he's been shit," I said, "Bro, he's been playing
mad overrated. He was playing out on the left. He is mad overrated, but I'll tell you what, he was the only one yesterday in that defensive line that really wanted it. Yeah, and he looked calm, composed on the ball. He was getting stuck in. He was making clearances. That was a good performance from him. Then you go into their midfield. You can't tell me Caicedo's a bad player because he ain't. You can't tell me Enzo's a bad player. This guy played in the World Cup final and won it. Yeah, he got best young player in the World Cup. Yeah, he's a good player. Yeah, then you go out on the wing. Sterling, he's not a trash footballer. He's not a great footballer, but he's
inconsistent.
Yeah, he's very inconsistent. He's frustrating as hell, but he's a good player. Then you go out onto the opposite side. Cole Palmer, top player. Yeah. Then you go to the strikers, and Nkunku probably ain't a striker. He's probably more of a 10. Good player. So they've got a decent core of players there. They should not be 10th. They should not be 10th. They should be in the top 6.
Still, when Gerrard had them man in 18th last season, still, yeah, bro. When Gerrard had that team that Emery's got right now, Emery added what 1 or 2 players in that team, I believe, right? Look what he's done.
They've signed 6 or 7 players. What are you talking about?
But majority of the core team that Gerrard had are still there, bro, and Emery's been using them, right?
Douglas Luiz has been balling out since he's got there.
Balling out, bro. A coach can change everything, bro. A coach can change everything. And Pochettino has not been good enough.
Absolutely.
Yes, look what Pochettino done for Cole Palmer. For me, he's your best player. Hands down.
Cole Palmer was doing
always had that ability.
I don't think that's anything to do with
right. Roms. So he had that ability. So where's all the other players' ability? Why haven't we seen that?
He hasn't improved it.
The manager's crap. That's why. You know
Cole Palmer was doing this at Man City. Cole Palmer scored a screamer in a charity shield against us. Yeah, Cole Palmer's a good player. He's already proven that.
I can just end this point there and then. When he came in, when Palmer first came in, Poch wouldn't even started.
Listen to what just got said. Cole Palmer had ability, therefore we're seeing it.
Oh, so still you're saying because if the other players
had ability, where is it?
I get it from that bit. I do get it from that bit. You're saying if the other
Enzo for that. Some of these players haven't got a point to prove. Sterling's already won everything in his career. He don't really care. Yeah, I'm telling you now, that guy don't care about football. Yeah, he's won everything pretty much. Yeah, he ain't won a Champions League, but other than that, he's won it all. Yeah, Cole Palmer's at the start of his career. Yeah, that guy's going to try his nuts off. Yeah, and not only that, he's not on an 8-year contract. Yeah, a lot of them players on 8-year contracts, they're chilling, bro.
Lee, so why aren't the rest trying then? Why aren't they?
Because if you've come from Ecuador, and you were on $3,000 a week at Brighton, yeah, $3,000 a week he was on. You then go up to 10 grand a week. They then sell you, and you're on 100 grand a week or whatever he's on, 200 grand a week for 8 years. It's generational wealth back home for his family, mate. Do you think he cares?
Or is that the chairman?
But that's we're talking about other things off the pitch though. Like Caicedo on the pitch, without him, we're in tatters this season, bro. We are in tatters. I know at the beginning of the season he wasn't great, but over the past few weeks, few months, he's grown in confidence, bro, and he's been playing as a low 6.
Can I say something about Caicedo?
As a low 6 majority of the season as well.
Can I say something about Caicedo?
Well, he's not that.
Right. When I look at your players, Don, I'm not looking at them thinking shit. I'm thinking, let me think of the Chelsea that we've known for the last 20 years.
Oh, but that's different. That's a different conversation, bro.
But I need a benchmark to compare them to. I need something to compare it to know the level.
You're comparing them to a title-winning world-class players. That's unfair for you to do that. They'll never be that level, bro, at this stage in their career.
Okay. What level do you want me to compare? Okay, what level should I compare them to?
Top 6,
to make an assessment.
Top 6 is
the easiest job in the world. It's the easiest job in the world to be Chelsea manager because they're not asking for a title. They're asking for top 6.
Top 6, bro.
If you can't take them from 10th to 6th, then you're a poor manager.
Okay.
I've got a question.
There is no one in your top 6. There's no one in the top 6 that takes Action Jackson. None of us.
Pardon?
Not one of them. Jackson.
I don't know about that. Aston Villa would take him.
Bro, there's a couple of teams that are taking his move. Even failed to what was it? Bournemouth the season before we got.
I'll tell you what, he's better than half of them Man United forwards.
Listen, I'll say
I agree with that.
For me,
Saeed ain't even saying no either.
Look at the way you just threw it straight at Saeed.
Quickly, you see on Caicedo, right?
I don't think
I want to move on.
I've said my point. I've made my
overrated
point.
doesn't mean bad. I think the minute you mention the word overrated, people automatically think you're calling a player bad. But do we maybe think De Zerbi was just kind of hiding his deficiencies because in this Chelsea team now, maybe he's not as good as we once thought. And that's not to say he's a bad player, but maybe we were overrating him because obviously, even Caicedo, the year sample set, it may have been 18 months. What he was doing in that De Zerbi team, because De Zerbi makes most midfielders in his team look good. The Gilmores, the Pascal Gross, the Buonanottes, the Encisos, all of them. He actually makes them look good. And it's like the minute he's in another environment, another setup, maybe it's down to Poch. But don't you think even Caicedo as a player, forget Poch for a minute, we might have just overrated him?
I don't think we overrated him when he was. I think obviously, look, every player gets overrated by fans, innit? It's what happens with fans, yeah. You're gonna get that for every single player if they're playing well. But Caicedo, everyone looked at him at Brighton, and we were all willing to take him, bro. Let's not act as if Liverpool didn't want it. Let's not act as if United didn't want it. You know what I mean? Let's not act as if Lee. You know what I mean? Lee wasn't shouting, yeah, saying why have we signed Jorginho? We should have gone for Caicedo. You know what I'm saying?
Sign him over Rice.
Yeah, signed him over Rice. Even what's his name? Big up other Lee as well. Guna Lee said it as well, bro. He said he would have Caicedo over Rice. So what we was watching at Brighton wasn't by mistake. He probably said that. A lot of people were saying that.
No, wait. I'm saying for me, I'm not speaking for him.
Oh, no, we tried to break the British record for him, so of course
exactly. But you know, like Roms has already said, spot on. Good point, yeah. What you've just said there, Roms, about hiding his deficiencies at Brighton. Yeah, Caicedo needs players to combine with. He needs players close to him. Yesterday he had that, and again he wasn't. I don't think Caicedo was poor yesterday. I thought he was decent in my opinion. I thought he was very good off the ball. He gave the ball away here and there, but he started a lot of our attacks.
His first touch is grim, bro. His first touch is
grim. His first touch ain't great, but you know I don't think he had the worst performance yesterday. I thought it was Enzo, but Caicedo, bro, he's only gonna get better when you've got a manager that wants to use his strengths well. You know what I mean? Big up Lewis as well.
Before we move on, yeah. Someone messaged me saying they wanted to cook you for like 5 minutes, so I just gave them a special.
I know who it is. Who it is.
Traps, say your piece. Say your piece, because he wanted to come in and cook you for 5 minutes.
Excel bully,
Yo,
Gallagher. Yeah.
I need the video, man.
5 minutes done. Yeah, listening to you, protecting these players. Yeah, protecting these players, blaming this manager. Is it Poch's fault that you've lost 6 of these finals in a row? Is it his fault? Yeah.
Preach.
Is it his fault? Preach. Yeah. What you lot need to do, yeah, this is what you lot was doing listening. You saw the team sheet, and I can show you videos of you man celebrating before the match even played. What you lot need to do, yeah, is you to start blaming your owner, yeah? Blaming your owner for the job that he's done in recruiting these players and making this team for what it is. You cannot create an environment where youngsters, yeah, are on 8-year contracts, 100 bags a week, and expecting them to go win you trophies. They don't give a shit. None of them, at the end of the day, because for the next 8 years, these men are secure. What's that got to do with Poch? How many of these players do you know Poch even wanted? How many do you know that he had a say in them? You can't be telling me you spent £1 billion and you don't come back with the clutch pack. You've got not one clutch player in that team whatsoever. There is nobody there that you could have paid that money for, yeah? That you should have paid, that you could say, we spent £1 billion, but we got this guy, yeah? Cole Palmer was a bargain, yeah? That was a bargain, bro. So all this stuff that you're sitting around there talking about, yeah? After you tried to apply pressure on me, talking to me about Luton players and all kinds of stuff, man needs to be doing this. How do you feel now? You want to go and blame Poch? Stop scapegoating your manager, bruv, and act like your club is rubbish. That's a waste of money. It's a failed project. Yeah, for one, the project is failed, yeah, and he's brought Poch in to try and fix the project that he already failed on. So start pointing in the right direction and stop defending these fucking players, bro. Stop doing it.
You done, bro?
I'm done.
Bro, everything you said, I agree with it, bro. This is the thing. I agree with it. I agree with everything that you've said. I've spoken about the owners. I said they were too extreme with the young players. I've spoken about Poch. I said he's not good enough. I've spoken about these players in front of goal. I've said they're not good enough. It's everyone, bro. Everyone's to blame. Everyone is to blame. And yesterday was a clear representation of that. I don't know if you guys saw the video of Poch and Bowley. He looked at Bowley. He didn't even say cool to him. I don't know what's going on between those two there. Yeah. Something's off. You know what I'm saying? Something's off. So, Traps, you just came on here spitting facts. Everything that you're saying, I agree with it. I'm not here defending these man because I've crashed it on them for the performance yesterday. It wasn't good enough.
You gotta leave. Listen, you gotta leave Poch out of it, bro. To be honest with you, Poch has come in.
Nah. He can hold it as well, bro.
No way. Do you know why? Because everyone goes on this thing about Poch's history of what Poch has done. Don't get me wrong. I think Poch could have done better at times and whatnot. And I don't think he's an elite manager. He's gonna bring you trophies and whatnot. But yesterday, like my man Stelios here said, you man should have got that job done in 90 minutes, bro. That's not Poch.
I know.
Poch is saying, you man, yesterday, what player was playing that position yesterday, bro? What one?
But Traps, this is the thing, though.
Don't ask him before the game.
Traps.
Don't answer the question.
Traps. I knew this was gonna happen.
Hold on, Traps. You're already saying things that I've already spoken about, bro. Like, you're not saying anything different to what I said.
What are you blaming the manager for yesterday?
I'm talking about in the half an hour, telling these men to sit back and not attack, basically, is my problem.
So you're talking about so you're talking about the manager talking about the 30 minutes of what he was doing. Bearing in mind, he's watched 90 minutes here of these men fluffing chances and not scoring and thinking to himself, you know what? I just need to get these men to penalties because these men can't do the job for me. So let me try and get them to penalties. You don't think that's a fair assessment?
Done. We're gonna move on.
Let's move on, man. Let's move on.
We've been talking about Chelsea for too long.
Right.
But that's
even like the wrecking ball.
guys. And now let's start the cooking.
Sorry to interrupt. Can I just say one thing? Just one thing, right? Because we've done a whole hour of cooking Chelsea. I just want to say one thing. Hats off to Liverpool for what they did yesterday, man. Because everyone's so focused on Chelsea. Those kids to do what they did yesterday, regardless of what the opposition tactics and decisions were, that was a superb club team performance to do that. So
no bigger fish down at Anfield, mate. No bigger fish to fry there. Do you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
We take every trophy seriously.
Respect, man. Respect.
Before we start on United, got a couple of super chats here. Big up Lee, but we've got our Tottenham back. Big up to Mitch. Remember, for 3 months, I'm fed up on Gallagher.
Why are we getting?
You said it. You said the thing.
To protect Enzo, man has been their most consistent player this season. Big up the man, they're 1 billion down the drain. Big up to you. Imagine one player position when you cost 150 million. LB, if City win 4, we move to Champions League. Premier League is draining. Big up to Tyson. Chelsea fan need to realize they are finito. Roman standards of winning and constantly challenging are long gone. You're stuck with the Glazers 2.0. Great analysis, Stelios. It's the players mainly, says Tibbs. Don, what about the money? What about the amount of unforced turnover? Big up to you. Oh, Melly says Caicedo was overrated and McAllister was massively underrated. Yeah, fact.
They were both rated the same way, bro. They were both rated the same way at Brighton.
Yeah. And Faisal said, as an Arsenal fan, Stelios' knowledge is top. Big up, man. Guys, still 2,000 people here. Like the video, people. Let's get to 1,000 likes before the stream starts. Lee, I'll let you start off with the cooking and then everyone else can join in. United.
Always rated Alex Iwobi, you know. This is... Do you know what was funny? I was sitting there doing a watch along and I'm like, this lot are getting cooked. You should have been 3-0 down after 20 minutes. If Alex Iwobi had his shooting boots on, that would have been 2-0 inside 10 minutes. Yeah, and I'm like, then you hit the post, then they go in at the post. And I'm like, every time I watch Man United, I've done quite a lot of watch-alongs this season for United. Yeah, I see you change that, by the way. You feel shameless. I've done a lot of watch-alongs for United this season. Every single game is like a ping-pong match. Yeah, table tennis, backwards, forwards. You can't keep a game. You can't control the ball for more than 5 passes. Yeah, then you got that Garnacho just running in straight lines trying to do glory shots. You got Bruno taking shots from 30 yards out. Oh, look at me, I'm trying. He was trash. Yeah, both of them were. Yeah, then your goalkeeper. Yeah, bro, I don't know what it is with that goalkeeper. Yeah, but that defense are shook at that goalkeeper every time the ball goes near him. Yeah, they ain't got a clue what he's going to do. I don't think he knows what he's going to do. Yeah, and then you look in your midfield, right? And I'm just looking at midfield and I'm going, what's this? Like, you got Bruno. Yeah, Casemiro didn't fancy. He was like, I'm getting out of this shit show, bro.
Facts.
Yeah, then I'll make I got concussion and missed the next game. He was like, I ain't having this. We're getting cooked by Fulham. They didn't have Paulinho, by the way. Yeah, they did not have Paulinho. Yeah, and then you score. And I went to the bathroom. I come back and you scored. I was like, nah, man. Every time I go to the toilet, I come back and there's a goal. Yeah, and I'm
Lee,
sitting there and I'm like,
just start holding it then. Just wait till
yeah, man. Do you know what it is? I drink so much water and so much beer, bruv. Yeah, as soon as the seal breaks, it's gone, isn't it? It's gone for our guys, bruv. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm sitting there and I'm like, they're going to have about 8 minutes stoppage time because of that Casemiro injury. Yeah, and I was like, we need that Iwobi dagger, lads. Yeah, they bring Adama Traore on. Yeah, again, another brain dead footballer who just runs fast in straight lines. But Harry Maguire, despite being on a yellow, yeah, I'm sharing Rance's stream and I couldn't share yours. Obviously, you were at the game. Yeah, and he was going, just take one for the team. Get a second yellow. You miss the next game. It's one suspension, one game. The next game is a cup game. He'd be back for the City game. Yeah, instead, he just lets him run and run and run. And then Iwobi, what a finish. What a finish, mate. What a finish. Yeah, crazy. It's a shame them two Nigerian boys didn't turn up in the final. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like,
they were saying Nigeria 2, United 1. You know what, Lee?
You got everything you deserved, man.
Yep.
Every single thing you deserved. Yeah, your manager is an absolute disgrace. Yeah, he just stands there doing this. You know, I'm just looking. Yeah, he does not inspire anyone. Yeah, them players are awful as well, man. They should be ashamed of themselves. They're playing for Man United. Yeah, you bring Scott McTominay on. Yeah, Scott McTominay, thinking that he's going to be some super sub again. Bro, this guy is trash. How he is at your football club is mad. Yeah, but he scored a load of goals off the bench, and everyone's like, "Oh yeah, he's amazing. He's clutch." Yeah, he's not clutch, bro. He is rubbish. Yeah, so is most of your team. But again, you shouldn't be losing to Fulham. They haven't won an away game since the first day of the season, and then they go and rock up at Old Trafford and have 17 shots. Mad, actually mad. He should be sacked.
Bro, Lee, you know a fun stat before you come in, Robs. Only Sheffield United have conceded more shots than Man United this season. Only Sheffield, bro.
Wow.
Holy Sheffield.
Wow.
Conceded more shots than United.
Wow.
This shows how in the mud United are, right? Because I know you're saying obviously McTominay is not clutch, whatnot, but the minute they went 1-0 down, I'm thinking the only player I actually trust them to get back in this game is McTominay, and he wasn't even on the pitch because I don't trust Garnacho, I don't trust Rashford, I don't trust Anthony. Højlund's not there, so it's like I'm going off the evidence of this season. The only player that saved them points. I read something. I think McTominay saved you about 8-9 points this season by himself.
Yeah.
The only player I trust
12,
is
12,
him.
12,
Yeah,
bro.
Trust me even more. So the only player I trust to get back in the game, not even saying win it, but just to get back in the game would be McTominay. And then the only one you can say, we can't even say this because there's only one game, is maybe some individual brilliance, but not from Bruno, not from the seniors, probably from Kobe Mino. That's the only player you look to.
Yeah.
That is how in the mud United are. That's how low the standard of drop, because I'm actually annoyed that I didn't watch that game. I was like, you know what? I don't want to watch United. But then I realized it's basketball, it's end to end. I watched the Forest and Villa game because I knew that would be a good game and there was goals galore. But I was like, you know what? I kind of want to watch the United game now because this to be in the mud basketball game. And I hate you lot. I'm actually annoyed that I didn't have to go highlights. But listen, Syed, you said it, right? As much as we're going to cook you, it's hard to cook someone that's already seen these things and said these things. But it wasn't sustainable. All your last minute, the Wolves game, I think even the Newport game, even the West Ham game, them first 20 minutes, let's be honest, West Ham should have been 1 or 2 up. And after that, I agree, you lot kind of took the reins with that game. But all your wins, and I know people are saying, but it's at the end of the day, it's a results business. And that's why I had to have some respect for United because it wasn't sustainable, but you're winning. You're climbing the table. Do you know what I mean? But the performance itself, sustainable. And you even said this was inevitable. It's just when would it come? The minute Højlund was out the game, I think most people's predictions probably went from a United win to maybe a Fulham draw, or maybe a Fulham win, because I kind of had a feeling you wouldn't get anything.
Hey, I always do Man United watch-alongs if they don't coincide with Arsenal.
Yeah, he
because
knows,
it's pure comedy gold, mate. Just watching all these average footballers running around at 100 mile an hour, just spanking shots out the ground. Yeah, and it's in the first player. The amount of times these wingers at Man United get the ball, they're 1 foot away from a defender and just shank it straight off of them at 100 mile an hour to get a corner. Yeah, because they've got no skill. Do it every time. It's pathetic. It's embarrassing, man.
You just described
before we go, what's this about? Man?
And you lot have them after City, mate. Yeah, little charge to climb up the table as well.
Right.
Yeah,
Luton in the mud, man. Luton are back in the relegation zone.
They won their appeal. It's been reduced.
That makes the relegation fight a little bit dead now, isn't it? Because Luton now are.
Yeah, so I don't get it. So now they get their points back then, 4 points back then.
They'll get 4
now,
they'll get 4 points back. Yeah,
they're on 21 and Luton are on 20.
Yeah, Everton are now on 25.
So you know what
this has happened?
This has happened because any points deduction has to happen in the same season, and because you have like the annual AGM or the end of season chairman's meetings, it has to be done. Well, they can do this anytime up to the end of May, but it has to be done before the end of May. This decision, so
it's a bit of a farce, that though, isn't it? You don't think that's a bit of a joke? They've given them a 10-point deduction, and then they've appealed it, and now it's been reduced by 4. Now that doesn't sound a lot. That's a huge reduction. 10 to 4. That's a massive reduction.
Mate, they did this to Juve last season. Juve got docked 10 points, then they gave them back, and then they docked them half of it, I think, didn't they? Like
haven't Everton got another charge?
Then they were 12th, then they were 4th. It was crazy with Juve.
Wait, Lee, I swear Everton they've got a pending.
Yeah, that's what he says on the tweet, bro. He says the second charge appeal is still here, is still to come.
Oh yeah, see, they might lose points again.
Oh, so they might.
they're gonna get hit with 4 points for the next.
Yeah, they're gonna give them 4 points. Yeah, that's what they'll do. That they'll give them 4 points.
Either way, it's good because they've got United. Like I said, they've got United after City away. So let's see how United get on there.
Sorry, can I ask you about Man United? Okay, right?
Yeah. Don't divert. Did you notice what he did there? He diverted straight away from
the That was like pause the show. So I was like, all right, let me pause the show.
When the season Spurs got to the Champions League final, the team I was most worried about was Ajax that season. Because when I watched all the Champions League games, their football was sensational. They destroyed Juve. They ripped Real Madrid. The one-touch, free-flowing passing, it was literally like watching Pep's Barcelona in its prime. And I thought, this team is unbelievable, man. Why are we talking about how amazing Ajax is? And to be honest, we got lucky in the second leg when we beat them because their left-back got injured. And then they just kind of, I think, being so young, the moment got to them and we just found a way last minute.
Yeah.
A bit of luck, a bit of mentality. But how has a manager who knows how to play that football, develop that style, come to Man United? And we're seeing some of the worst football Man United have ever played, right? In Premier League history. I get it's the manager's fault. Do you think the job's too big for him, Said? Or is it poor recruitment? Man. Or is it poor recruitment?
No. Or is it poor recruitment? He's bought half of these players. He's got Mason Mount when he could have waited a year, got him on a free, and now he's injured for half of the season. He could have waited for certain players like Anthony, brings him on 1 minute to go before kickoff. Before the end of the game. He's brought in a lot of these guys. Amrabat he brought in on loan. Again, what was that for? He got in Reguilon, then brought him here, then said to him, you can go away. And now Shaw's injured for the rest of the season. Now, again, everybody knew Shaw was injury prone. He told Alvaro Fernandez to see you later. So he's brought in a lot of these players in the team. So when I look at recruitment, could have been better. But ultimately, pressure's got to him. He said he's coming here playing from the Ajax way. Now he's not playing the Ajax football. So a lot of it is down to him. When you look at the football, there's a tweet here. I don't know if you've seen the video, but the way Fulham just open us up time after time after time. It is like a basketball match. And it happens every game. But what happens is, we get away with it with the result. So everyone says, United winning games. But I'm like, watch the football. This is why I always say eye test is always king. Because at the end of the day, it's not sustainable, the football. I've been saying it from day one. And you got people like Bruno Fernandes, who are a disgrace, by the way. I swear down, if he's not sold in the summer, we have failed as a football club. Mm-hmm. He needs to be priority number one to be sold, mate, in the summer. Because he is garbage, man. This guy's having a go at people for giving the ball away, but he gives the ball away as well. This guy's a lunatic. Got Rashford is playing up front, don't care. He brought on Amad Diallo at the end of the day because he knew his job would be saved if he won the winner. It's just all of it's awful, man. And I feel like for me, the club, like I said to you, we're not getting top four. We're not getting Champions League football. We're not going to win the FA Cup. It's going to be a slog to the end of the season. And I hope they sack him. But it's just, honestly, it's absolutely crazy, mate.
See, the thing is like, for me, what I look at it right now, it's both, innit? With you guys, it's your players as well as the manager. And listen, I was speaking to Altai and Never a Foul in the summer, and I said, listen, United aren't this team that they think they are. I watched a lot of your games last year, and the same problems that were happening this year were happening last year. Casemiro was good initially when he came, but don't forget how many red cards he got. And there was a period in the season where he was poor as well. A lot of the games that he won last year were because of Rashford, bro. But overall, as a team, you weren't playing that great when I watched a lot of your games. A lot of teams were getting chances against you, but they weren't finishing their dinner. And this year, I said, literally, all you need to be United is a basic shape, and a basic structure, and finish your dinner, and you'll win the game. You know what I'm saying? So many games this year where you've won, like Romans already said, You shouldn't have been winners. The first game of the season against Wolves. How you won that game, I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Actually, I do know. They had Cunha. Cunha shit in front of goal. That guy couldn't finish any chances. And Onana, he should have given a penalty away that game, if you guys remember as well. Do you know what I mean? So many examples this season where I can name them. Yeah. The only game where you lot played well is when you faced a worse manager in Poch. Do you know what I mean?
You know what,
how he set up. That's the only time. Hold on, Roms, yeah. Hold on, Roms, yeah. And like right now, I'm looking at United. Like you said, Bruno Fernandes. What is he, bro? What is he? Like Bruno is the type of player where you bring him into a team that's basically complete already, like a Man City, yeah. Where if he loses the ball, it's not as bad to the team because you know you're gonna have Rodri sweeping it up, or you're gonna have Kovacic sweeping it up, yeah. At United, when Bruno loses the ball, you lot are in tatters, bro, because Casemiro hasn't got the legs. You know what I mean? You're in tatters because Casemiro hasn't got the legs to get around. Casemiro is getting worse by the minute, getting worse by the game. Like Lee said, he said, "Nah, fuck this. I've got too many Champions League and too much money to be getting embarrassed like this. I've got to get out of this." You know what I'm saying? And in the summer, he will go, by the way. He will go Saudi in the summer. It's not good enough. Do you know what I mean? But as a manager, the basics, bro. Why is he... What's happened with Anthony? You know what I mean? I know Anthony's been frozen out. What? You're trusting that guy that you played. I don't know much about him. That academy
on
player.
his birthday, by the way, can you believe what he did? This guy embarrassed Anthony on his birthday, gave him 1 minute to come on, you know. 1 minute.
Saeed,
I swear down, I would never look at the guy in the eye again. I would say
who's
that
this? Wait, hold on. Just one more point, Roms, yeah? Who's that guy that you lot brought in? Is he a midfielder or is he an attacker?
Paulson.
Yes,
he's meant to be a winger, but he ain't got the explosiveness to play on the wing, yeah. So he's playing. He's more of a central kind of player. He likes to play and drift into that false nine. But again, he weren't really that great, man. But Ahmad came on and cooked the left back, for 10 minutes.
And that's what I was going to touch upon.
He could have started, but
and exactly that. Why are you not starting a guy that actually knows how to beat his man? Every time I looked at the guy that you brought in, I don't even know his name. Yeah, he kept trying to invert into the midfield. You know, Rashford doesn't like playing up top. Obviously, cool. Højlund's injured. I don't know who you've got that you can play up top at the moment. Fair enough, but it's just not. These players aren't good enough. You know, this manager's not good enough. You don't need a hard reset. Do you know what I mean? You need to get rid of him first, the manager, and you need to get rid of a lot of these players in the summer. A lot of these players.
You know what it's done? It's been the best part of the year because if I'm looking at United objectively, right, when Ten Hag first came in, I think Brighton come to Old Trafford his first game and smoke you. Then you go away to Brentford and get battered, I think 4-0, right? And then your next game you beat us. I think Martinez has come back in and I think Shaw's come back in and he's kicked out Maguire and someone else. Then from then to the Carabao Cup final, for me, there was no style of play, but it was organised chaos. It was like Ollie ball again, where they're just going to hit you on a transition and they're racking up a lot of points. It's like the minute United won that Carabao Cup, it's like, yeah, we can rest on our laurels now, you know. We think we're comfortably getting top four. And I remember after you won the Carabao Cup, I think we were 11 points behind you. And by game week 36, we clawed it back to a point. I think it was about 2 points. Then we draw to Villa and Southampton last 2 days of the season. But you have to start looking over your shoulders about us because I know United fans are branding us saying we're clear of Liverpool. All of a sudden, we're right behind you. But for me, this has been the best part of the year now. Literally from last Carabao Cup final to yesterday, United have been poor. There's been no style of play. I don't even think... Do you know what it's like? I don't even think your players even know what they're doing. I think they're just being told to go out there and free roam. Just think of something to do yourself. There's no real instruction with the United manager. And again, it's getting boring now, but he should have been gone ages ago. I personally think you're going to stick with him till the summer, regardless what happens. I think
wouldn't it be hilarious if they kept him into next season as well?
I'd love that.
And these United fans, Lee, they kept saying, wait till Martinez comes back. Wait till Shaw comes back. Wait till Cass comes back.
Honestly.
Wait till this guy comes back. I'm like, bro,
that's spanked at Anfield 7-0, by the way.
It doesn't, Saeed, it does, and I kept saying at the time, bro.
That's a sackable offense.
It doesn't
7-0 at Anfield, boy.
It doesn't matter.
Your arch rival.
We got Man City.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter who you bring in.
Crazy.
Everyone is clueless. Everyone is clueless. It's the same thing. It's the same problem. Doesn't matter who you bring in. And if that's happening, you've got to look at the coach for that, bro. What is he teaching these guys? What instructions is he putting out there? What mentality is he putting in these players? Do you know what I mean? It's disgraceful that Rashford's on 300k a week, bro. I know he's playing up top out of position, but bro, ducking out of challenges.
Yeah, he's been an absolute disgrace.
You know what I mean? It's embarrassing, bro. And I'm sorry, my man, you know who I'm talking about, Saeed. For him to try and call anyone that wants Ten Hag scumbags or scum, whatever it is, that's embarrassing, bro.
Do you know what it is with that as well? Yeah, do you know what it is with that? Listen, I call our fans out all the time. Yeah, I call them mutants every day. Yeah, not all of them. Yeah, but the fact
Lee
that
thinks
that particular person,
Professor X or Magneto, the way you call it.
yeah, come on, man, these mutants mutate, bruv. I'm exterminating them one by one, but they're growing at a rapid rate. Yeah, but you see that guy, yeah? Right, I see that clip and I see what you said. I see what Rant said about it as well, yeah? The fact that that guy works on a radio station, yeah, and he's calling people that.
Exactly.
Yeah, when he works on a radio station, listen, sit on your channel and do what you want. I do it on mine. It's my channel. I say what I want. But when you're working in the mainstream media, taking calls from Man United fans, yeah, on shows, well, some of them are going to want the manager out, mate. Yeah, that's wild. Yeah, and not only that, you go to games. Yeah, you can say what the hell you want when you pay for your season ticket. If he's got a problem, maybe he should pay for your season ticket. Yeah, do you know what I'm saying?
Like Ransom said, the only reason why he's saying that is because he knows he's staying in his house. He's not going to games. He knows, listen, if you don't go out there to be seen, you can say what you want. No one's going to get. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll tell you why I think he said that, right? We've got the same at our club. I'm sure Arsenal have got their versions. These bigger channels that are connected to the club, the media. It's like a cartel. Let's all sing from the same hymn sheet. If a channel grows big enough, and let's have it right, Saeed's grown a lot lately. He's almost at 100K. Yeah, you are making noise, right? Saeed, your channel is making noise. You're disrupting their environment, and it's just basically it's a punchback. The bigger channels do it to Arsenal. Like Lee gets it. We're not big enough to get it, but we get it mildly from some of the bigger channels. The bigger you get, the more real you are as a channel and not part of this media cartel. The more they're gonna try and disrupt you because you are disrupting them. But you're just being real. You're a real fan that pays money, goes to the game, wants the club to do well. So do they. But you're not towing the line. You're not scared to say what needs to be said, Saeed. And that's what's happened, in my opinion.
That's spot on, man. That's the realest thing.
Listen, if I wanted United to be shit, I just literally watch United on teletext and just, you know what I mean? I wouldn't be bothered, but I actually do care. So, yeah, man, listen, man, we got Man City next and just pray for us, innit? You get me? We got Nottingham Forest in the week. We should lose. I reckon we're going to lose that as well, to be honest with you.
You got Forest this weekend, yeah?
Forest, Forest in midweek. Again, more reason to watch United. If you want to watch United lose a game, probably watch Nottingham Forest because you just know what's going to happen. And then you got Man City in the derby on Sunday, where we will turn to next. Man City, probably not convincing again, but got the job done. LB, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Easy work.
I wouldn't say easy. We were lucky to win the game. Bournemouth should have at least got a draw from it. To be honest with you, in that second half, we were crazy. But the good news is that we're not playing well, but we're hanging in there. We're a point off the top, and we're probably playing the worst out of the top three. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, and we're basically through to the next round of the Champions League, barring a disaster against Copenhagen, you know. So, yeah, we just got to. The thing is, we just got to back that our players now, when we get into this serious run that we're now entering, United, Liverpool, Arsenal, Brighton, Villa, that we actually pick it up. And I'm backing that we will, man. I'm backing that we will, you know, because I have to back that. If I back that I won't, then we're not going to win the league. So, yeah, we're just hanging in there at the moment because we ain't played particularly great, but. Yeah, we'll just see what happens at the weekend, innit, when we play you. But yeah, we'll see, innit. Your team's dead at the moment, so.
Bro, listen,
how many shots did you have? Don't even be humble for that one, man. I know it's a derby, but LB, don't be humble.
1 minute. Wasn't this the exact same fixture where Foden and Haaland both got a hat trick in the same game?
Yeah.
This is away. This is not our Old Trafford where some bookiness can happen. Even Old Trafford this season is not no fortress. I'm sorry, that place is falling apart. And teams have gone there. Teams like Galatasaray have gone there and got W's over them sides. Do you know what I'm saying? So, listen, had on the transition, Haaland, Foden, KDB, even Alvarez, everyone's going to be eating for that game. I'm sorry. Everyone's going to be eating. It's going to be how many? That's what it's going to be for that.
It should be. It should be 100%. Yeah. It 100% should be.
And you know it deep down as well, LB, but I know it's derby time, so you're thinking,
because the thing is, bro, we've not slapped up anyone. The only team we've slapped up this year is Bournemouth. That's it. We've only scored 4 goals, I think, once this season, which is really low for us.
We scored 4 against Chelsea.
Oh yeah, and we didn't win that.
You mean in a win, though, innit?
We're actually not scoring that many goals. Like,
so don't worry, man. We're coming to the Etihad soon, LB, man. You'll take the customary 4-1 win. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like LB, you're not scoring that many goals, but again, just watching how you guys transition from A to B and how open United are and how many shots, you know, they let through basically. bro, you have to be scoring a couple goals against them.
Bro.
I would like to.
You're
Yeah,
going to get
100%,
minimum
man.
of 20 shots in this game. So if you're getting a minimum of 20 shots per game, plus what Man City can do, it's a minimum of 40 shots this game. I think this might be the record shots on goal against any team. I genuinely, guys, we've had 100 shots in the last 5 games. 100 shots in the last 5
100
games.
in the last 5.
Yeah, in the last 500
crazy.
shots.
That's wild. That.
Yo,
Bro, only Sheffield have more shots conceded, bro. Only Sheffield, bro.
No, that's
holy
crazy.
Sheffield, man. So
20
I'm generally, I'm
game.
fearing the worst, man. Fearing the worst, bro. So
Yeah,
LB,
but conceding
I'm
on
gonna
average
triple
are about
captain
20 shots a game. That is wild.
That is crazy.
yeah,
That's crazy.
20 shots a
That's
game.
crazy, man.
And then you've got Arsenal. You got Arsenal only conceding what 6 in their last 5 Premier League games or something like that.
Wow.
Man said over 100 in
Yeah.
5. Jesus Christ, man. Very
That's
crazy.
crazy.
LB,
Also,
I want.
yeah.
Can I ask LB something quickly? with the Manchester derby, do you think, because we're talking about 100 shots against Man United from Man City, do you think Pep has got to start Kevin De Bruyne for that game?
Oh,
Because I think you think he will, yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I definitely play Kevin De Bruyne. Yeah, he'll because obviously he didn't play the game against Brentford, but he was on the bench. Apparently, it was just precautionary, and then he come on in the last game. Apparently, he's fine. So yeah, I think maybe tomorrow when we play Luton, he might get 20 minutes at the end just to get the sharpness up there. You know what I mean? But yeah, he's 100% going to play against United, bro. Because the thing is, you have to, man. There's too many people who are like, oh, you got to rest this guy. You got to rest this guy. At some point, yeah, you've just got to say you got to play your best players, even if you think there's a risk, because you can't afford to not play them. We're in a title race, man. What?
The thing is as well, LB, yeah, you've got 1 point more after 25, 26 games or whatever it is than you had this time last year. And you haven't really looked as impressive as last year yet.
That's scary, man.
Yeah, and that's the thing though. With you, you can just turn it on just like that, and then go on a 14-game win streak. Yeah, like I watched a bit of your game the other day. You weren't great, and if they could cross the ball properly, you would have lost that game. The amount of times they got in behind you, and then he shanked the cross when his man was waiting in the middle for a tap in. Like you should have probably lost that game.
I think it was Otara. He come on and he was excellent. The amount of positions, but like you said, Lee, he couldn't perfect his end product. Just weren't there. He was doing all the hard stuff, right? Beating his man, getting to the byline, but his weight of pass just wasn't. There's one where it's flashed across the goal, and if the weight of pass was good, Semenyo literally taps it into an empty net because Edison come out a bit far, but he overhits it. So you're spot on. But listen, this is why I don't buy into this narrative. There's City don't look the same, this, that, and the other. I'm probably the best position to speak about this. Like you said, Lee, as well, they're just going to switch it on. And this is probably going to be one of the most exciting. I'll be honest, I didn't think Arsenal would be to the end with us and City. I thought it would be us two to the end, but this is where I got it wrong. I do think it will be 3 of us literally to minimum the second to the penultimate game of the season. It's going to be a mad title race, man. It's going to be mad.
The thing is, we've got Porto, Chelsea, and Man City back to back to back. Yeah, if Chelsea get past, if Chelsea get past Leeds, which is highly unlikely. Yeah, if Chelsea get past Leeds, then I think that game gets moved, which means from Porto to City, we have 2 weeks without a game.
Lee, I guarantee you, I honestly think you are going to batter Chelsea at the Emirates. I think you will batter them.
Oh, I will be there. We will be there for that.
You got to do something for us, bro.
I don't think Chelsea are going to do anything in that game.
Bro, don't rely on United and Chelsea to do anything, man. Yeah, that's 2 teams you can't rely on.
We'll see about that one still.
The Emirates is a place no one wants to go to. All season they've been consistent at home.
Oh, guys, why are we talking about
That's your West Ham. That's your West Ham.
And West Ham.
Yeah, West Ham.
They started blowing bubbles over there.
Still. Hold on. Why are we talking about that? Why are we talking about the Emirates like this? Huh? Why?
Because it's real. I hate saying it.
I thought they battered pretty much everyone there this season. You have to give them their credit.
Exactly.
Away from home,
Where you go with it? Where you go with it?
Yeah, no, I'm just saying. Like, do you think the Emirates is a scary place to be going? I don't look at it like a scary place to be going. I think they play their best.
Side, yeah, clip this.
This is where your agenda for Arsenal is creeping in. How can you say that? This is where the agenda is creeping in. They battered pretty much everyone.
Hold on, Roms.
Even the performance is matching the results.
Hold on.
You are so shameless.
He hates Arsenal. He can't stand Arsenal.
All I'm saying,
I hate them as well, bro.
No. I'm saying that, bro. I'm saying they've picked up their form since they went to Dubai. Yeah, like I said, they went over there. They got they've done some voodoo in the desert somewhere. They've come back. They're looking refreshed. Yeah. before that, bro, at the Emirates, they weren't looking convincing. Like they were playing very slow. Lee was out here cussing. Why are these man shackled? All I'm saying is they haven't been the way they are now all season, bro. For you to be saying, "Oh, I'm
Yeah, but they're
scared
still
of the Emirates."
second in the home form table, bro. They've got the second.
They're more. I'm not disputing that. What I'm disputing is how he's scared of the Emirates. I'm not scared of the Emirates. I'm just like, okay, cool. They're probably favourites to beat us at the Emirates because they're good there. But I'm not scared of the Emirates.
All right, scary is probably the wrong word to use, but it's a difficult place to win.
It is a difficult place, yeah, but it's not a scary place. Is the point that I'm making? It's not scary over there.
Bro. What do you mean it's not scary? We've beaten Man City at the Emirates. Yeah, we slapped 5 past Crystal Palace at the Emirates. We slapped 5 past Sheffield United at the Emirates. Yeah, and that was before we went to Dubai. Yeah, we've beat Liverpool at the Emirates.
That was a very good performance. Very good performance.
Yeah, our home form is extremely good. Yeah, whether we're playing slow, boring football or playing scintillating football. Yeah, in Champions League, we slapped 6 past Lons. Yeah, we were 4-0 up in 25 minutes. Yeah, and that's a Lons team we lost to away.
This is my point. I've never heard anyone call the Emirates scary. Never in my life.
Apart from Terry. Terry
scared of everything, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Everything else is
scared. Before people want to clip me up on that, before people want to clip me up, comprehend what I'm saying. I don't think the Emirates is scary, but it's obviously a difficult place to go.
Let's change the words,
man. Don't worry, man. It's so good. Don't worry, man.
Listen,
don't go back now.
Arsenal against all the big clubs this season have beaten them except for Tottenham.
Yeah, we slapped up Man. Well, I say we slapped up Man U. We scored in the last minute twice.
Last 2 minutes.
Tottenham. If that game had gone another 5 minutes,
we did our job. We did our job.
Still, I expect them to beat us by like 6 then at the Emirates. In that case, it was very.
Don't worry, you're getting pammed at the Emirates. Don't worry about
that. Listen. No, but you know what's mad? Yeah, the way
they get 1 or 2 goals and that's it. You're demoralised.
That's it. That's what they did against Newcastle. They literally blitzed them. Boom, game over. That's what you want, Lee, man. Early goals and win like that, man. You know what I'm saying?
Saeed, even when you went over there, you nearly won the game. Ganacho was offside, and then my man brought on Jesus, and I think Jesus and Trossard, and then you brought on.
Bro.
But LB, it's not if and buts, bro. I'm talking about. I think Stell is overrating the Emirates a little bit. Is the point I'm making? It's not scary, bro.
No, right now,
it's a difficult place. It's a difficult place. Yes, it's a difficult place. Yes.
Hey, just beep this 1 second. Yeah, you said at the start about Chelsea. Yeah, a corner or set piece. Yeah, is pretty much like a penalty. We got the best set piece record in the league.
I know.
Yeah,
I've already said you're scoring at least 2. You're scoring at least 2 headers against us. At least 2 headers. At least.
Football will just humble you because I can't lie. Before we went there, I said, you know what, I fancy us. I think we're just about going to beat. I think Lee. I think you even predicted. I think we would beat you as well.
Yeah.
The way
I'm never confident against Liverpool, man, ever.
The way we got our asses handed to us there, I said, safe. This is a forge stuff. I don't like these like Emirates. And I have to hold my hands up. Sometimes you just have to, you know what I mean? For me, it is a scary place. I'm not going to lie. It is. I think Stell, what you said, the wording was perfect. It's a scary place, in my opinion.
Right now, it's the last place I want to go and play.
Yeah, no, listen, man. Ultimately, they did their job. Arsenal did their job. We'll find out if it's scary, innit? Like,
don't worry, man. But I was chilling. Yeah, bro, every game apart from Porto, I've had my feet up pretty much at half time. Yeah, like doing the watch-alongs was stress-free. It's like doing watch-alongs on my second channel, just like chilling.
I see Matty and Ola just smiling. You're smiling.
Yeah, man. Ola went and rolled a spliff. He was chilling, bro. He was just sitting there like with his drink. Yeah, he was just bunning his spliff. I was just sitting there.
Man, like LB doing prayer alongs, you know. Man, like LB doing prayer alongs, you know. What's going on, LB? Like, you need to stop it. Like, I'm stopping them Liverpool watch alongs. I'm not doing no more Liverpool.
When we scored yesterday, the hurt in your face, the disgust.
I swear.
And you're fixing your signs and whatnot.
You know what's funny? Do you know what's funny though? Like, if you look at West Ham and Porto this season, low block, compact. Don't let Arsenal any space in behind because against Newcastle, Arsenal just thinking over the top and the defenders weren't tracking the runners and they're getting in behind. That is the formula, the same formula that beat Spurs. A low block, compact. Yep. Arsenal haven't got a clue what to do yet. How many teams go there and do that? Like if every team went to the Emirates and did that, like if Chelsea go and do that, you could get a draw out of the game. But you're not going to do that. You're going to go there and you're going to try and play football and they'll beat you.
Yeah, but they did. Yeah, but to be fair, didn't Chelsea do that at the Bridge and got a 2-2 draw, didn't they?
Yeah, they was 2-0 up against us at the Bridge, and then
and we bottled it.
Well, you're
Yeah, but
goalie. You're goalie.
Emirates ain't scary
Maybe-
though, innit, Don? So just play the same thing, bro. Play the same tactics.
last year, I can't lie. The first half an hour, they absolutely blitzed us at the Emirates. Absolutely blitzed us. Yeah. But I'm shameless. Second half, we won. Do you know what I mean?
Wow.
It's all victory, silver linings and all that. Do you know what I mean?
Madweki was cooking on that right hand side. Madweki was cooking.
No, we have to end the show.
Oh, he
That's
actually played well in that
shameless,
game.
man.
He did. You're right.
Yeah,
He played
he was
well.
good. He was good, bro.
Nah.
Odegaard was good. It was good that game.
Do you know what though? The difference is, yeah, is it any coincidence that them two City rejects have not been playing and we're battering everyone? Yeah, we've got Ben White inverting and Kivior just doing up and down, up and down, up and down.
He's been good.
Kivior
come under a lot of criticism. He's been very good recently.
Apart from Porto and Luton, yeah, this season he's done all right. Like, he should have got sent off against Luton, didn't even get booked. Yeah, and then he got nutmegged against Conceição the other night. But I think they nutmegged us about 12 times in that game. That was just ridiculous. But at the weekend against Newcastle, we was just like, yo, yeah, everyone was getting cooked. The amount of nutmegs we put on them was crazy. Yeah, it was like 3, 4, 5. It was just pathetic. We were good, man. Yeah, and the thing is, that game, we scored that third goal at the perfect time. Yeah, because they were coming back into it without really having any decent efforts, but they were getting closer and closer. Yeah, and then all of a sudden, bang, Saka, what a goal. Yeah, that goal just killed them off, man. But then as soon as we make our subs, and this is why the bench ain't fixed, and this is why I still don't think we're going to win this league. Yeah, because as soon as we bring subs on, we don't score anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't score anymore.
Yeah.
They as soon as we brought our subs on, they scored. And I couldn't believe he took off Isak, by the way. Yeah, I cannot believe he took him off. Yeah, because that guy is the one player in their team that if he gets a one-on-one, it's in the back of the net. Yeah, and he had a good chance where he brought it down. He cooked Ben White and shanked it over the bar.
That chance was quality.
The way he did that in one fluid movement was mad. Yeah, but I can't believe he took him off. As soon as he took him off, yeah, I was just like, nah, they ain't serious, man. And then they brought Joe Willock on. What a goal that was, by the way. That was unreal finish. Yeah, but it was funny because he scored the goal and then he just pushed Ben White straight out of the way. I was like, yo, he's on smoke, bro. I'm happy, man. Listen, apart from that Porto game, yeah, I'm happy, bruv. I'm happy. And it's mad. Yeah, I don't know why so many people are still watching my channel because I thought I only get views when we lose. It's mad. And by the way, I hit 95k this morning. Big up to everyone.
All right, big up, man. 5k left.
Big up.
Then the plaque is there. You know what I mean? Maybe the plaque comes when the Arsenal win the league. Maybe 5k comes up when Arsenal win the league. Who knows?
You watch if we do win the league, yeah, you watch how many mutants infest my chat that day, bro. I swear down.
Yeah, fact, for real. Trust.
But no, I'm happy, man. Listen, I'm happy. Yeah, I'm happy right now. Yeah, we've got Sheffield United next Monday, so we're going to have to sit and watch Liverpool and Man City do their games first. But Sheffield United away, that's stinky, bro. We got to try and score early. No, you say that, but listen, they could park everyone in that box and not even try and play football.
No, come on.
Let me just go through some scores this season, yeah? 5-0 at home. These at home. This is just at home. Newcastle put 8 past them. Villa put 5 past them. I think you lot put 5 past them in Emirates. They're getting battered pillar to post, bro.
Yeah. Bro, they're getting battered 7-0, 8-0, bro.
We will be there.
Bro, I seen yesterday the man are fighting each other. I'm like, is that Lee Bowyer and
Kieran Dyer, yeah.
They'll fight each other.
What's going on?
I ain't seen that.
Fight each other. Bro, you not seen it? Go check Sheffield United. Go check, search it up, and the man are like freaking want to fight each other. I'm like, yo, what is going over there? They are finished, man.
So what,
you got poor old the manager there just watching. I'm thinking, oh man, why did I come back to this, man?
So wait, Lee. So Lee, just before you wrap up, Saeed, yeah. So has Havertz got his name now? Yeah, he's still calling him. What's it? What do you call him?
He must have the H and the A. He's got about 5 more letters.
He's got a few letters.
Do you know what? That was his best game for Arsenal at the weekend. Yeah, that was his best game for Arsenal. Even take the goal out, that was his best game for Arsenal at the weekend. Yeah, and he's nabbed himself an assist for that Saka goal. Never in a million years is that an assist, bro. Yeah, like, literally. Yeah, Saka had so much to do from there. Yeah, but that was his best game. Yeah, he actually played really well. Same with Kivior. That was his best game for us to take his goal out as well. Yeah, but our captain was awful at times in that game. Yeah, and this is the thing. Yeah, Saka was ghosting up until that point. Yeah, and I was like, take Saka off, take Saka off, take Saka off. He took Martinelli off. I was like, what are you doing? A minute later, Saka scored. I was like, okay, this is why he's manager and I'm sat at home. You know what I mean? But it's nice the fact that we're getting into positions now where we're absolutely hammering teams with 60 minutes gone. And then we can make 3 or 4 subs, take the top players off. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, Saka's come off the last 3-4 games. I think we took Rice off at the weekend. Yeah, Jorginho, by the way, was unbelievable in that game.
He needs to start.
Unbelievable.
He needs to.
He should have started against Porto. Should have started against Porto, bro. It's like that's a game where we brought him for, right? To control a midfield. Yeah, we were going to control the game against Newcastle. Let's be real. Yeah, their record at the Emirates is shocking. So he should have started against Porto. But yeah, Jorginho was brilliant, man.
Just before you wrap up, I know obviously Stel, your club had a week off, but I just have to ask: have you been anywhere warm weather camps? Dubai, maybe you can come back and start winning games. Where's your club been in the last week?
Listen, I was supposed to have a nice weekend where Spurs don't lose, and as soon as that cup final finished, I'm getting pelters about Poch. I'm getting pelters about Chelsea and Spurs. Chelsea and Spurs. I'm like, come on, man, we didn't even play in the cup final.
You said it in the chat though. Spurs are going to get collateral damage whether he wins or loses. Spurs.
We got it.
I put a tweet out full time saying that was very Spursy at Chelsea. All the Chelsea fans crying in the comments.
What are you mentioning me for? What are you mentioning me for? No, listen, man. Big up to everyone here, man. There's still 2.1k. I think big up to Static. He said we're on 936 likes. Let's get up to 1,000 likes, guys. What a show, man. Big up to everyone who joins us on Midday Live. Like I said, we got cookings for everyone. And like I said, next week we'll be here again, man. So shout out to everybody here. Don, big up to you, man. You got that channel ready? Or do I need to send that intro, guys?
Yeah, please send him, man. Send him. That's what I'm waiting.
This guy's waiting for an intro, man. Start a damn channel.
You've been saying about intro for about a month, man. Look at this, man. It's part of the process, is it?
Bro, we'll talk backstage, but right now I'm not a happy bunny, innit? Saeed, I'm waiting for you as well. I'm waiting for that number there, innit? But for now,
okay, everyone follow me now.
Yeah, the pressure's on you now, bro. Everyone, but listen, for now, obviously follow me on Twitter for now. I'm active on socials.
Yeah.
Big up Saeed, big up Stel, big up Lee, big up LB, big up Roms every time. Big up the chat, man. Big up the chat, man. It's been a good show. Very good show, man.
Big up, man. Sorry, I forgot to read some super chats. Maybe don't watch it at Saeed. Yep, big up to you. Big up to PD says, Don, you should be scared to play Emirates. Check your results there last 10 years, especially under Arteta. Last season, you got slapped up. And big up to Peter Baker says, Emirates not scared from a Chelsea fan whose bridge is falling down to the Thames. Calm down. Don't worry about Leeds.
Yeah, tell him, Peter. Tell him. I don't think they've beaten Arteta at the Emirates yet. I don't think they've beaten Arteta at the Emirates yet.
We did under Lampard. Tammy Abraham, was that?
Yeah, maybe you did. Yeah, maybe you have once.
Yeah. We have once.
Yeah, we were proper in the mud back then, mate. We've had a bit of a mini revival since then. We're good now. And you've gone backwards.
Big up, man.
They were Tammy Abraham up front right now.
Hey, listen, Tammy Abraham, bloody hell. Where is he nowadays? Stel, big up to you, man, for coming up, man. What you got coming up, man?
Yeah, tonight, always 8:30 on Tottenham Away, my channel. It's our Monday show. It's what started the channel. It's the bread and butter of the channel. It's my favourite show. Tonight's show is called, I'm not even lying, you can go see the thumbnail, The Blue Billion Pound. The whole show's about Chelsea tonight. The whole show, I swear to God. The Spurs didn't play. So we're just going to mud Chelsea for an hour. Come and join us. Don, you can come.
Yep,
you're welcome.
there you go. There you go. Tottenham Away, man. Check out the links in the description. Roms, big up, man, as always, man.
Big up, big up the panel as always, everyone in the chat. And yeah, I'll be on Fleur's channel for about only like the first half hour. Then I'll dip, but not much today. Quiet day. I can't lie, I'm still recovering from yesterday. Just tired. Got my voice, hardly slept. So yeah, not too much from me today. But yeah, big up everyone.
Big up, man. It's Al Beamer. What you got coming up, man?
Game tomorrow, innit? Luton, big one. Yeah, a huge game because I think I'm scared about that. Difficult place. They're gonna slap someone up at that stadium, by the end of the season. Every time I watch them play, like they only just get beat. You know what I mean? Or they just draw a game or something. So I'm hoping that we ain't the one. So yeah, I might do my own pray along for tomorrow night.
Don't worry, man. It's a cup game. They're more interested in staying up.
Facts. 100%, man. Make sure you follow up IlsLB. Lee Gunner, what you got coming up, man?
Well, I need to try and get hold of my missus, and my iPhone won't turn on. It's not been turned. I don't know what happened. I woke up this morning, it was fine. I thought, let me charge it. It's a little bit low. Went back to sleep for half an hour, and it's turned itself off, and I can't turn it on.
The Matrix have blocked you, bro. The Matrix.
Yeah, bro, I literally can't. Yeah. It's plugged into the charger, and I can't turn it on, bro.
You reckon there's a bit of water in there? Sometimes I have to put it in rice.
No,
it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it.
What you need to do? You know what you need to do, Lee?
Force restart it.
Two sides there. You know the.
Yeah,
so
force restart it. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been trying that, man. Yeah, I've been trying that. I'm holding it now, bro. It ain't working. I've been doing everything. Yeah, but I don't know what's wrong with it, man. So yeah, I'm gonna have to try it. I had to email Kenny Ken her number to text her, yeah, and tell her, no, you need to come to pick me up to take me Apple Store. But she's at work, so I'm kind of effed right now. So yeah, I'm going to be sitting here trying to figure out what to do. And I'll be live for the podcast later. I'm also doing Girona versus Vallecano tonight on the other channel, which, by the way, that hit 25K at the weekend. So big up both channels.
Big up, man.
So, yeah, man. Big up for having me on, man. Big up to the chat. Big up to the panel as always.
Yeah, man. Big up to everyone locked in, man. Like I said, we'll be back next Monday for the Midday Live. I'll be back at 6 p.m. for the Straight Jacket podcast. I'll see you there, guys. But this has been the Midday Live.
That's it.
We're out.